No, this ain't that.
I know you niggas ain't got so ignorant you can't spell homage. Nigga, pay homage. H-O-M-A-G-E.
Salute the producers.
The homage takes.
Niggas ain't like that. Ghostwriter, he ain't right there. Days Pirelli beat up the beater, need an ice pack. Stab you in your eye socket with a fucking ice pick.
And outside of Joey, I don't listen to much. So
Yeah, man.
Rory and Maul
Joe's Patreon got me in the headlock. I ain't gonna lie to you. His Patreon got me in the headlock.
Yeah, the Patreon is
it's
man.
It's too consistent.
I'm
it's
behind on Patreon. I ain't even listened to Joe in like 2 weeks. Maybe a week and a half.
I think in 3 hours, definitely every 4 days a week, Joe.
Yeah, man. And
she crazy.
And shit, it's been so much time in between me watching Rory and Maul that I
don't fuck with that.
I went on there recently and Rory had a white boy haircut. I didn't even know.
Hey, G, actually threw me off. I said, "Papa got the school shooter hairstyle."
I ain't even seen him go into the process of why he did it, but he got the swoop. Like,
I think he cut it off now. I think he realized he looked crazy. I think he cut the shit off.
Why did he do that? Was that like a joke or a prank or something?
I don't know.
He let the real ginger grow out.
That shit was looking gingery for real.
That's what I said. So, but I wouldn't mind seeing them live just to see what just to see what their live experience is like.
Yeah, and I fuck with what they do a little bit. It's just like a lot of their content just happens to be the same as Joe's content, topic wise.
I mean, but isn't a lot of all of our content the same?
Yeah, but like with them in particular, it's hard to watch. It's like damn, it always in the back of my head is like damn, they're making good points, but they're just missing Joe. It's like they're just missing Joe in their conversation.
I mean, to be honest, I liked that at first because I felt like they was able to
whenever they start getting too industry I be waiting for Joe to chime in and say, man, y'all sound industry as hell right now. But I'm saying,
yeah, I liked it at first because I felt like a lot of the conversations that Joe used to cut off, they were able to have them. And then I do like Maul. I don't know who's the A mic, but I do like Maul opening up more and letting more of his personality out. Even though he still got some of the craziest takes on the planet.
Whenever it's rap talk or something of hip hop culture, I think Maul's voice it always adds something. Whenever he gets on like social issues,
it seems like Maul is compromised as far as hip hop goes. Like whoever his connections are, whoever he
definitely biased.
Whoever he really rocked with is like, his takes are. I mean, rightfully so, but his takes are compromised. I
got some takes to walk back in a sense today too. Not walk back. Walk back is crazy, but like, I be hard on like the Nellies and the Ja Rules and Louch era of the world. I'm always going back to that. I feel like
I don't. Every time I'm listening to some of that music, you come up for me mentally because I don't.
Because what it be is like, it be like when them songs come on at the right time, it's amazing. I just could never sit down and listen to a whole word of mouth album. That's what I be trying to say without sounding disrespectful. Like Ludacris is a legend, Ja Rule a legend, Nelly a legend. It's just that I'm never gonna sit down and just do on a social, just me kicking it inside just a Nelly set. But I'm outside the club, that should come on. I'm certain moments that shit. See a clip come through, it should be fire. But I guess just me being me as a music fan, what you call snobby. I just love my preferred way to listen to music is me vibing, or me just able to enjoy the lyrics, enjoy the beat, and just really be in the music. But it's with that is always those artists. The joy of their music for me would be pure nostalgia. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, and then a good point was made to me last night that was just like pretty much you're the voice for a generation. Like, even though we're technically the same generation, you're the voice for like a certain era.
The 30 seconds.
That blog era is like It's one of the most important eras in hip hop. So that's the contrast in our vantage points is that we lived the same eras, but we lived them from very different perspectives. So, like I saw you today talking about Nelly and the Here I Am record, and I'm like, how does why did you have to hear that again to know?
Because I've always known Nelly killed that, but when you think about it, because I was on my gig last night.
Nelly got a couple of those, by the way.
For sure. But I was on my gig last night, and that song came on. It comes on all the time. That song,
right? That's one of the ones. That's one of the ones. A Midwest. I thought that might be a Midwest anthem for real.
It's really
I don't think you can go in a club or a bar or a kickback in the Midwest and not hear that.
Here I am. Here I go. But I feel like everyone knew Nelly killed that verse. But I said this at the gig last night. I feel like that might have been Nelly's last really big verse that really got us, and he really smoked that shit.
Yeah, he did.
He really put his foot in that one. He came correct for that one. Yeah,
do we have topics this week, bro? Because I'm so out of it. I don't. Last episode was a, and I guess I haven't put it out yet. So I guess it's gonna be a 2-episode a week.
Last episode was fire. I enjoyed the episode. That was good.
It is. I know. That's why I've been trying to get to it. But we the breakup boys, so I have to deal with women and children, bro. So they've been slowing down my process. But it's looking like we're gonna give them 2 this week, which is cool. It's Father's Day weekend coming up anyway, so let's give them 2. But in the last episode, what was I just saying?
Your plans for this episode? Your plans for this episode? I think you're talking about what you gonna do this
episode. I'm planning to just
you so fucked up. You said it's like that.
Yeah, man, I'm out of the loop, but I guess we just gonna give them 2 this week.
I mean, to be fair, it's back-to-back episodes based on slow news weeks. It's nothing really happened for real.
That's that's kind of my point. Is it a slow news week this week too?
I mean, for me, the biggest news I got going on for me is K-Tronada's album drop was pretty cool. Couple songs from No Worries came out pretty. I love No Worries. I'm waiting for the album. I hate when our artists drop song by song. It's 4 songs off of No Worries album. I'm like, bro, give me the album.
Okay, Tronada has dropped an album or an EP.
Yeah, he dropped the album. His whole album. He dropped the whole album. It's fire.
I'm gonna get into it because I got some flack this week about that.
But it's not much. I think Park said this shit on Joe Budden shit too. But it's not that much rap on there. But it's definitely a vibe. It's definitely vibey. It's definitely summertime, kicking it. It's damn near it reminds me of if you had to give our generation a Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Okay, maybe I should listen to it through those ears next time.
Yeah, it's definitely not hip hop. It's definitely I wouldn't call it EMD. What's it called? What's it called?
EDM.
EDM. I wouldn't call it EDM. I wouldn't call it like that. It's more so cookout music, damn near.
Okay, now see, because I got some. I received a little bit of not necessarily flack, but convenient stereotyping happened this week.
It's house music.
Yeah, okay. And
Chicago house music kind of vibe.
I got some convenient stereotyping this week because I was talking to Cordell about because they was everybody
was Cordell on the show, bro. I got smoke for Cordell, bro.
Yeah,
I need that nigga on this show.
And I told him,
I got so much smoke
at
for
this point, he's so interesting. I don't even know if I want to talk about rap with this nigga, man. I need to find out why he's such a deviant, bro.
I need Cordell on the show, but first off, you got Chris on the show. So shout out to Chief Chris entering the building. Chief Chris is entering the chat.
Hey,
what's the word, God?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, fellas. It's afternoon your time too.
absolutely. Man, it's a crossover.
It's a pleasure right here. We having I would say, probably one of the most special guests to date on the pod because
appreciate that.
Because
some history here.
This universe, this particular podcast universe that we're in.
Your shirt makes so much sense now in the background.
Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. I got the Joe Budden podcast tour joint.
Yes, sir.
The one I bought from. Look at that with Rory and Maul. That's crazy.
But that's a national treasure right there.
Yeah, man. I was gonna put it on, but I got a little saying
That's
on
like
this
before the
joint. I gotta get
Spotify
it.
days, right? It's before Spotify? After
Yeah,
Spotify.
it's before Spotify. Oh no, it's during
It's
Spotify.
during Spotify, but it was
It's the
yeah.
first year of Spotify.
Before she got messy, before she got toxic.
Yeah, but I was going to wear it today, but I got a little spot on it, so I said I got to go get them clean first, and I want to. I would love to take that to Joe one day if they whenever they go back on tour and get it signed. But yeah, man.
This is all
This
possible.
podcast universe that we're in with Bishop and Steele and the BKC Facebook group, and he's also the host and the runner of the CPE podcast group. But get your bars off. There's a lot of people that we fuck with that's in this universe that we all kind of correlated through the original Joe Budden podcast Facebook group.
And not to knock nobody who's doing things now. But I before there was a JBTV Spaces, bro. Like if you was around, if you was around 2018, 2019, like and you was on Facebook, the Joe Budden podcast Facebook group was thousands of people just watching that pod religiously, having debates, arguments. Shit got real.
She got really real.
People became family, people became loved ones. I'm saying people intertwined through just a real bond over that podcast, and what that podcast is. The podcast
really still doesn't exist without it.
Real shit, man. Rest in peace, Tierra. I'm saying, rest in peace, Sharif. A lot of great individuals I've interacted with due to that podcast. And yeah, man.
Shout out to Mixie Girls, Mark and Athena. So yeah, man, we got a lot of history in this thing, man.
You know, so just to give you guys some history real quick.
Chief Chris, man. This is Chief Chris, by the way. Chief Chris, welcome to the pod.
Chief Chris, the host of CPE podcast.
Yes, sir.
Share your avenues, your platform before we start this conversation, sir.
All right, sir. Well, I'm Chief Chris, aka the Creator Chaos, aka Mr. I Don't Give a Fuck, aka the Bronx Bushido, one half of the Bronx Bushido, aka one half of also Ari and Chief Stark's podcast that we're going to be starting today. It's going to be a wrestling podcast central around there. And Bronx Bushido Boys is a anime podcast that I have with my youngest son. So yeah, I'm in CPE, of course, you know, aka now also known as the Pod Fam, you know. So before I get into all of that extra stuff, man, you know, just follow me, Chief Chris 929 on all social media platforms, CPE podcast on all social media platforms, and with that getting that out the way. So now a little history on the Joe Budden group, right? The 6 year
original first official co-signed by Ian, Joe, and the podcast members themselves. So we ain't capping when we say this.
That's facts. The very first, actually, the birthday 6 year anniversary will be coming up August 15th of this year. So yeah, trust me when I say, like, all right, a lot of people say they created this, they created that, whatever the case may be. You know, I am the creator of the original Joe Budden podcast group. You know, it all stemmed from an idea. One day I was on Twitter and you know, I'm like, yo, I can't be the only fucking person in the world who loves this podcast the way I do, right? And so I had made a tweet about it, and Mob, she was the very first person to respond to my tweet, and she's like, yo, if you make a group, like, let me know, like, I will help you build it, and so on and so forth, right? So it started with just me, her, and then eventually other people like Vic, Tiara, Candace. I don't want to leave anybody out. If I do, sorry, no disrespect. Sharif,
Jay Mundy,
Athena, you know,
Harris,
yes, Harris from or who was also a part of True North Views, you know. But yeah, so it stemmed from that idea, you know, and I just wanted to.
It's crazy.
Those are all some of the original admins who started it up with me, and of course Vic, you know, who had started it up with me. And we eventually built that group up to be 16,781 members in that group officially before it first got deleted. Yeah, I know numbers, bro. I know numbers. That's
crazy.
Yeah, so 16,781 members in the very first Joe Budden group. It will never be duplicated, you know, when it comes to the vibes and the amount of people that we like you guys were just saying, that the connections that people had made, you know, people I know personally got married from that group. That's where I met my fiance right now, who we are going on 5 years this year, you know. So it's just a lot of different things that came from that group, you know, and like you guys also mentioned, you know, things went south for a lot of people. You know, shit got nasty at some points. You know, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get into it today. And you know, like
Oh
I told
shit, are we doing
you know,
that?
Origin? Can you say origin story?
oh yes, we going to get into it because I actually last night I had called Vic and we was on the phone for like almost 2 hours, like, you know, just chopping it up and just reminiscing on certain moments and things like that, you know. So and it's just great to see, you know, like I was telling him last night, it's great for me to be able to say that me and him are actually in this space now where we can actually have these laughs, where we can actually have these jokes, and we could be able to say that, yo, you know, it wasn't always good. It wasn't always rainbows and sunshine, you know. So I'm just happy to be able to say that, you know, I'm during those times too, 2018, I was in a very dark space. You know, I was on a lot of different drugs and stuff like that, drinking very heavily, you know, and I just wasn't in control of my own entire self, you know. But I met some people, fortunately, from that group, you know, who was able to steer me in the right path once again, you know, especially my lady. Like I can't thank her any more than what I do every day, you know what I'm saying? When I get up and I thank her every day for her being in my life and her stepping into my life and helping me just, you know, change my life and my perspective on a lot of different things, my views on stuff, you know, helping me mature a lot. Because I would definitely say during 2018, 2019, I was very immature still at the age of 35, you know. So, you know, I'm I'm just blessed to be able to say that I've went through those things. I've met some great, amazing people behind it. People have started their own platforms, you know, like you guys yourselves. And you know, it's just nothing but blessings for everybody. But gentlemen, let's get to it. Whatever you got, let's go. I'm ready to roll.
Well, intro the show, Juice.
Speaking of juice, shit, I'm Bishop and this still, I'll leave a nigga this still. Let's discuss it. It's getting nasty, disgusting. Chopping game with my partner, sound like we fussing.
Block on top of block, we keep building
until we nail it down, keep drilling.
They say the sky's the limit with no ceiling.
And I believe the future of them cheering. Gotta feel the brother, the only bishop and still they ain't kill each other. Well, alright.
Yo, welcome back. We are Bishop and Still keeping it real. I am your one and only uncle. I'm your one and only Juice here with the one and only Uncle Vic, man. How you feeling, Vic?
I am feeling great, man. I'm feeling great today. The sun's out. We still going through sprummer, you know, spring, summer in the Midwest.
Yeah, definitely was raining like crazy yesterday.
Doesn't know what season they want to be.
It was raining like crazy yesterday. Now it's sunny outside. But before we get into the bullshit and any news going on, whatever, I want to tell you guys first off, salute to both of y'all because one, we approaching Father's Day coming up next week, and
Yes,
I'm not sure if we're gonna link again before then, Vic. So definitely want to give y'all a happy Father's Day love now. I ain't got no kids, knock on wood. So
you got
love to y'all. I'm saying,
this one's sitting here.
Phoenix Rain, the building, y'all. But a lot of topics to touch on. I feel like we touched on Huff enough. We touched on Drake and Kendrick in too many ways. I guess just keeping hip hop off the rip and mentioning our Joe Budden ties also. When you think about this Drake and Kendrick beef, and we think about the beef that Puffy was involved with Bad Boy versus Death Row and East versus West, and you see the evolution of what beef has become over that time period. Where do you hold this beef over all the beefs we've seen in hip hop in our lifetimes?
Well, you mind if I start?
Please, you're the guest, sir.
All right. So in terms of like where do I hold this beef? And I'll say this much. Yeah. Pause. Thank you, sir. I should be ready for that. I'm New York bound, you know.
Look out, we got a New York guy to build. This gonna be all kind of pauses in here today.
But all right, so where do I hold this beef? In terms of like historical beefs between like some of those that you mentioned. Also, like I'll just throw out a couple more. You know, like with Jay-Z and Nas, Ice Cube versus NWA. You know, Ice Cube versus West Side Connection versus Common. You know, like in terms of those kind of beefs. One thing I will say that in the last 10 years, this is the best beef and rap battle beef that we've ever had in this generation. I will say that much. For the reason why I say that is because we're in this world right now, this generation, it's the three-headed monster, right? Kendrick, Cole, and Drake, right? So for years,
I'm against
for
that
over
now,
10 years.
Yeah. Sorry. Cole was my nigga, Joe. He over with now, though. It's Future.
Yo, you know, yo, and I had words for that man too on one of the episodes, a couple
Big diet
episodes.
over there.
Like, cause he's such a disappointment, man. Like, you can't do that. You can't. It was so bad, Juice, that I went and I bought the physical copy of that album just so I could have that track, and I showed it.
Shit, you did? That's fire.
I went and bought the physical copy, and then I showed it on one of my episodes of CPE. I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you can't take it away from me. I got it." Right?
That's why buying music is important.
Yes. I got it too. I bought it myself on iTunes, so I got this shit too. Like, my shit is not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole. 7-minute drill is fire, nigga. I'm keeping that shit. It nigga called some butterfly garbage. I'm with you, bro.
See, a couple of those bars I wasn't feeling because Pimp the Butterfly was not garbage.
It's not garbage at all. I love that album, but I feel like that's why I hate about this era of music we in. Because like beef ain't gonna tell the truth. I'm dissing you, nigga. I don't give it's not true. Like if it's a great album, I'm gonna call that shit garbage anyway. I always go to the comparison with the when Nas said, and M killed you on your own song. Like I don't think anybody said that shit before Nas said that, Joe.
Nobody said that before Renegade. Nobody even really said it after until like it grew legs.
Yeah, it grew legs. Like
Jay created a narrative himself with the whole 4 hours and 10 years, nigga. I could divide one was Illmatic, you know, and that's what Cole did too. With that, I see what he did with that. That's under that J tree where he was like, you know, with the Pimp the Butterfly, you know, and damn, you know, he did the same thing Jay did. You know, shout out to him for trying to be creative with that one. You know, trying to make pop a hole.
But you're from New York, so real quick, not to deviate too much, but
no, go ahead.
I've been having the idea in my head for a while about Cole. Because, you know, Cole came in the game on the Rock Nation. And I feel like it's been a quiet but very obvious separation between him and Rock Nation. Like I've been seeing, and also right now I haven't seen Hove much at all right now at all, for real. But like I haven't seen Hove and Cole together in about 10 years, I feel like. I haven't seen Hove and Cole.
Have you ever really seen them together?
I mean, the last time I heard them on a song together was Mr. Nice Watch, which is garbage.
Ass.
That's the last song they're on together?
Yeah, it's only 2 songs. It's the one on
Stars Born and that.
And that's it. That's it. That's crazy to me. Meanwhile,
Mr. Nice Watch Drake got like 10 songs. First album.
Drake got like 10 songs.
Come on, get that man a real feature.
That's crazy. Mr. Nice Watch is so
all
terrible.
That damn money he made you, Hov. You could get that man
Nice
a real
Watch is one of the worst songs J. Cole ever made, next to like Wet Dreams and Workout. Don't say you like Chris. Don't do that to me, bro. You don't like Wet Dreams. You don't like Wet Dreams.
I do like Wet Dreams. No, you know what it is? It's all right for me. Wet Dreams, because I get why people don't like
nostalgic.
He's 30 years old talking about his virginity, and then the video is 2 dogs humping. You seen the video? The video.
I didn't know there was a video for
There's a video, and it's pretty much 2 dogs falling in love in the park, like real life, like real action dogs.
I don't think I've seen any of the Forest Hills
weird,
videos.
Bro. Hey, Cole got some questionable moves in his career, as I think back.
Yo, but you saying that? How many videos? I don't think I've seen any of the Forest Hill videos.
Nigga, all the videos for that album are terrible. Don't watch those.
What videos did he make for that album?
Get Off My Dick is a video of him being a house nigga. It's a crazy.
What? I ain't never seen none of that.
Well, I like.
He tried to do Django. He tried to do Django.
The I Keep My Head, because it's simple. That's a simple video.
He's riding his bike. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you know, I've seen that video because I saw it inside of a shoe store somewhere. I did see that.
It makes sense.
I saw that. It might have been in DTLR or something. I might have seen them playing that.
But I feel like Hove treats Cole kind of like the way even worse, honestly, than how Ross treated Wale. Like he just like he just never really be backing Cole for it. Like, and Cole was incredible. Like Cole was like a legendary rapper. He was,
You know why he did
Isn't
that?
he the first
he's
Rock
the first
Nation
sign. Like,
signee?
that's how I found.
First
That's how I
Rock
discovered
Nation.
J. Cole. That's how I literally discovered J. Cole on allhiphop.com. It was a big ass article. The first rapper to sign the Rock Nation. I'm like, why did he sign this random ass nigga to Rock Nation first? I put on Come Up. That shit was fire. I was like, okay, he got me. The warm up dropped like 2 weeks later. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga
That's
won.
crazy. Meek was Rock Nation management, not even the label, and he got more whole features.
Way more whole features. He got nigga
Oh,
one of the
come
best
on,
whole features in the
Ho.
last 20 years.
Come
He got,
on,
The
Ho.
he got one of
championships, yeah.
Me got one of the best whole features ever.
I
Cole got
Well,
Mr. Nice
I
it's
One.
get
free,
making
right?
them want to. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
one. I get one in the establish his individuality, but at this point,
Yeah, this
come
point is
on,
crazy.
dog. The
This point
fall
is
off finna
crazy.
drop. We can't get a
He finna
fall. We can't get
retire.
a whole fall off feature. Come on, bro.
You know what
A
happened?
good one.
Cause Cole made let Nas down and he ain't let Hove down. That's what happened. Hove said,
Ah!
"Oh, word, you let Nas down? All
I
right,
mean,
go
and
ahead."
to be fair, the crazy part, that's a great point. And the crazy part, he made workout.
Yo,
He made workout
yo.
for Hove, basically. Hove pressured him to make that kind of song. And in response to that song's release, he made a song called Let Nas Down. That was a great take, Chris. That's incredible. Yep, I'm with you. That's the reason why it happened.
Yeah, that's what
what it
happened,
is.
bro. You gotta
That's what
connect
it
the
is.
dots because, like you said,
That's
Hove
what it
made him
is.
make the workout, you know, and
Facts.
and that's some of the things that I really like. You know, if you ever notice or listen to some of these artists when they talk, some of these like label manufactured records like Workout, you know, or something like I'm trying to think of another one off the top of my head. But let's just use Workout, right? Ass. Some of these
Sorry,
artists
Vic.
do not like
Hey,
those.
I wish you saw my eyes behind these sunglasses. Like, all right now. Like, you keep on with the bullshit, bro. You said you did that on purpose.
Some of these
I saw your
artists, they
hat.
do not
I
like
saw
to
that.
perform those songs.
Man,
They don't like to perform them at all, and that's because they were forced to make them.
Not at all.
Yeah, they were trying to fit them into the old sequence of how albums worked, and that wasn't their era. That's why I say Juice is so important because he speaks for that era. Because a lot of that era, I was one of the guys who I come out of that system where you know how the albums went.
Yeah.
It was an East Coast song, a West Coast song, a girl song, a street song, a soft song, and
a remix.
I don't hate Sideline Story and Thank Me Later as much as guys Juice's age does, but I understand why they hate it so much.
Thank Me Later is a great example because Thank Me Later is literally all of those songs. Like Thank Me Later is just is a bucket full of manufactured feeling songs to me, but they're good songs. So I understand why you like. Thank Me Later is way better than Sideline Story to me. I think Later is much better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thank Me Later has some joints like Miss Me is incredible. Miss Me.
My Story got shit on there though. Break down.
So he also has a song goes. How's it go? What the fuck? How does it go, man? It's the Cold World song. The hook on that song is one of the worst hooks ever made.
What song is that?
It's called. Oh my god, I play this song, bro. It's called Cold World. It's the name of the song. It's
Cold World. I'm trying to remember that one.
That
one
song,
of my favorite songs off that one was Nobody's Perfect though.
Fire.
I like that.
Perfect.
And if I die before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take.
Rise and Shine?
My soul to take. What?
Yes, Rise and Shine, right?
Rise and Shine.
Woo, that was one of them. Man, he went crazy on there. Like it was still flashes of, and we all know that essentially Friday Night Lights should have been a Sideline Story. That should have been the album, but they were trying to put them guys in that cliche system, not realizing that the industry was changing.
I think
that's
also
why both.
Go ahead, bro.
That's why both the next albums are Born Sinner and Take Care. Like they let Cole and Drake get into that. Just do what y'all do.
And two of them are critically acclaimed as some of their best work, you know. And also what I was to add on what you were saying about the Sideline Story and and Friday Night Lights. I think what they did with that one is something that they was trying to do with all the artists back in the day. They go get your stripes. You know what I'm saying? Before I let you drop this album, go put us some work with the mixtape scene. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these guys, the game changed so much from when we was growing up, Vic, to where it is now, you know. And it's just it's so funny because we was just talking about this on our last episode we recorded on CPE yesterday, which we will be out on Tuesday this week.
Salute.
The evolution of hip hop, right? When you look at hip hop back in the day, that line right now is still like one of the most infamous and notorious lines. Did you ever think that hip hop would make it this far, right? When they started hip hop back then, bro, it was for fun.
Yeah.
It was for fun. People going, to clubs, to parties.
The MC was a hype man, basically.
You know what I mean? The DJ was the dude. The DJ was the dude. You know?
That's why it's back to this beef conversation and where does Drake and Kendrick fall? Yeah, it will probably arguably be one of the greatest beefs of all time, but
I think it might be the greatest one.
I've been fighting with that in my head, and it's like, yo, I grew up, I saw LL and Kool Moe D happen.
Yeah.
I seen that happen.
Yeah.
I saw that happen.
But at the same time, much as I say it's a great beef, pause, I also feel like the more I listen to the songs, the more I'm disappointed in Drake. Like I feel like Drake really underperformed. And I think we don't want to say it because if you say it, you don't want to be a Drake hater at this point. Being a Drake hater is like just boring.
Oh, I'm a Drake hater.
You a Drake hater? Oh damn!
I don't give a fuck. It's fuck Drake. I mean,
as a person or the music? You hit the
musically.
Oh shit! Let's have this talk. I'm in this now. Plug in weed juice. Got my weed juice. Let's cut this shit up.
Yeah, like sparked up too. Yeah, sparked up when he said that.
So Drake ain't top 10?
Drake ain't top 10 of what?
Hip hop acts of all time. That was a safe way to say that. I picked a safe way to say it.
I'm looking in your eyes, my brother. Say that again.
Hip hop artists of all time. I ain't say rappers.
I
ain't say lyricists.
Get the fuck out of here. Top 10 artists of all time, hip hop?
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta be. It's going on 20 years. In 5 years, it'll be 20 years of Drake.
Drake has never given us a full-fledged hip-hop album. How the fuck is he top 10 of all time?
Man, Drake
the closest one that he gave me is Nothing Was the Same, or maybe I would say If You Read This Now, It's Too Late.
Yeah, both of those.
Okay, so
So Far Gone does exist. So Far Gone also exists. So Far Gone is very much so a hip-hop album.
It's not an album.
We singing on like one song. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
No, he's not.
It's not an
what
album,
are you talking about?
It's a mixtape.
All right,
but that shit he's singing.
No, he's not.
There's Breeze Interlude.
Uptown, Successful.
There's Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. He got a whole song on there with Lloyd where they're singing.
That's the interlude. That's Breeze Interlude.
Huh?
Breeze Interlude? That's just Lloyd by himself.
No.
Breeze Interlude, he's rapping. And Lloyd's singing.
Not really.
I mean, he's doing a Drake, but he's rapping for today's
standards. Melodically rapping.
He's Bryson Tillery.
Like not really.
He's Bryson Tillery.
Him and Lloyd.
No, I didn't get back to Chris. No,
and that's fire.
Chris, let's do this. You New Yorker, right? You New Yorker.
I'm here. Let's do it.
So I'm assuming because you're a New Yorker. It's all assumption. I think you feel like you can name 10 rappers from New York that are better than Drake. Do you think that?
Not just New York. I can name 10 rappers
I'm asking specifically New York, though. Do you think you can name 10 rappers from New York better than Drake?
10 rappers from New York that's better than
Drake?
I could. All right, so I give you 5 off the top of my head. That 5 of my favorites, 5 of the greatest.
So in my opinion. I'm going to let you do that for sure. But I asked that question just to give perspective on how far down your list Drake was. that's why.
Oh yeah,
that's why
I mean, because if
I want to see exactly how far. I want to gauge how far down the list he was for you. So you had 10 niggas from New York alone better than him. You might give him top 30.
But those 10 are not my actual top. Like, all right, if you asking me for 10 rappers from New York, I think it's better than Drake. I could give you that. But if you asking me 10 better MCs of all time,
I'm not putting Drake in that conversation. MCs, I'm not putting Drake in MC conversation. That's why I said hip hop artists. Because for MCs, I'm excluding Kanye West. I'm excluding Drake. I'm excluding some niggas that, are elite in my mind. But on MC level, I can't put them in the conversation. I can't do that.
You know what, though? Since you saying that right there, I think I could kind of see where you're coming from when you're saying, because, all right, the difference between a MC and a hip hop artist, you know what I'm saying? There is
Mhm.
a lot of differences. So if you're not really like including him in the MC conversation, then I can see where you're coming from with the hip hop artist, because he is one of the greatest artists of all time. Now that I will give him that, because he can touch so many different pockets,
Yeah.
different lanes. He
Genres and
can
shit.
give you club music. He can give you fucking pop music. He can give you fucking R&B.
Yeah.
He could do a lot of different
Yeah.
things. A lot of
he's on that.
Artists, yes.
He's
Yeah.
on his way into that, like Prince, James Brown, Michael Jackson,
Because-
Chris Brown,
Yeah.
Jay-Z. That Snoop Dogg, that realm of superstar. He's like there. So I mean, of course you have to mention him in that conversation. But I think
he's a megastar though.
And you said Jay-Z's name just then, Vic, and that's kind of why I prefaced that way, because I wouldn't put Jay-Z as my number one hip hop MC of all time. But he's 100% my number one hip hop artist of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like number one, no shot. Hip hop artist is Jay-Z. He has 6 classic albums, in my opinion. But as far as MCing,
I wouldn't argue.
You give Jay-Z 6 classics.
Yeah,
I'm probably the number one whole video, and I don't think I got that many classics.
You can't throw him? You can't throw him? I can't throw him.
All right, so give me your 6. We
Black
got the
Album,
obvious
Blueprint, Reasonable
Black
Doubt.
Album, Blueprint.
Yeah, that's 3 locked in. American Gangster for me, and 444.
444.
That's wrong. I'm not mad at that 6. I'm not mad at that 6.
Watch the Throne. All right.
I don't count.
I say
444. Classic. Yeah, I'll give it that. I'll give it classic.
444 might. I can see why you push back on that, but I'm gonna give you the reason why I put that as a classic.
Okay.
Hov was like
game changer.
Hov was 50 years old. I don't think before Hov did that, in my opinion, he brought back the element of everyone rap with one producer. Them albums kind of hit back in full gauge after 444. You got Jay-Z responding to, that era with See at the Table, Lemonade, 444, that's like a whole moment in music history. I'm saying
honestly,
kick down shit.
444 is probably the whole album that I listen to the most.
Nigga, Catch Me in the Eye. What's it? Catch Me what's the song called? With his mama. Caught Me in the Eye. Some shit like that. But Smile, fucking Story of OJ, goddamn it.
I just was banging Marcy Me yesterday.
Bam. Nigga, Legacy. It's incredible. It's an incredible album to me.
It's a good album. It's a good album. But for me, reason why I offer pushback, and I was trying to see what you was gonna say first before I had threw this one in, because what I noticed over the years,
and it could be 7, honestly.
What's 7?
Give me Dynasty.
Dynasty? That's unfair. That's unfair.
It's tough.
That's because Dynasty is so fucking hard, dude. I love that. I was just
Dynasty is amazing.
What was it? 1900.
I just want to love you. One of the ones.
Was it 1900 Hustler?
Yeah,
even the Bleak solo joint on Dynasty hard holla. Even that hard.
The intro, it's probably the whole best intro.
That album is amazing. I would not push back on. Period. If you want to put it up there,
that's a good conversation. Because to me, I don't have Dynasty as, for me, best whole intro is the Prelude. The Prelude.
Oh, that's tough too. That's tough too.
Prelude.
Yeah, Kingdom Come. That's tough too. But like, yes, for me, it's Volume 1 was Dynasty, his best intro.
Volume 1 is a million. Oh my God.
Yeah, he went crazy.
A lot of speculations on the monies I've made. Honey's I've
taking
played.
it back to the
How was he for real? Is that nigga really paid? Yeah.
I feel like Drake is just this era, this generation, these kids, Jay-Z.
That's what I've been saying since.
Let's do it.
Since that Big 3 was announced, I was saying that I called it when Friday Night Light dropped, and So Far Gone and Section 80. Like I called it. I said
that's it.
I said it then. I said Drake is gonna be Hov. Said Drake is gonna be Hov. Cole is gonna be Nas, and Kendrick's gonna be DMX. I called it. And that's what it looked like.
That's tough. But yeah, man, Cole. I was just a big Cole fan, bro. It's really tough how much I lost. Like, it's crazy to me because like I've really not a Cole fan anymore. It's crazy. I don't want to be that
You
guy.
are, man.
I think
I don't want to be that guy.
Yes, you are. It's just that
I
when
don't
your
want to be
homie
that
gets
guy
his,
though.
it's
It
when your
feels weird to
homie
say
get
that.
his
It
ass
sounds.
whooped. Like you don't
I feel corny saying that to you right now. Just let you know that.
You are a Cole fan still. It's just like when your homie get his ass whooped, you know you can't go to the club with him no more.
No, it's like when your homie. No, it's like when your homie snitch.
I can't take this
I
nigga
feel like
to
he
fight.
just snitch. I feel like watching when your homie snitch on you. I'm saying
It's like
shit.
you
I'm
know
like,
he
just
the
snitched
homie
on
you
me.
can't take to the
Crazy.
fight no more.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's
Like,
it.
nigga, I see you fight.
That shit was devastating, bro. Like, bro,
I
your
see you
ass,
fight, dog.
you be in the
Don't.
boxing gym every day. Your ass, Joe, I be like, you been training. You got that first round knockout. You been training every day, nigga.
Nigga thought
You
he was
knocked yourself
cannabis over
out.
there.
You knocked yourself out.
Word to Jada Kiss.
Said he was a model for a year and a half.
Took the pins out, then the hair dropped down to the calves.
Kiss better than Drake.
Hey,
Kiss
you
better than
knocked
Drake.
yourself out, bro. Shit.
But yeah, so
Is
but
Kiss
back
better than
to
Drake?
Say what?
Is Kiss better than Drake?
Is Kiss better than Drake?
Yeah.
As a rapper?
Yeah.
As a rapper, yes.
Okay.
But as a but like, all right, see,
as a rapper, Styles is better than Drake.
And that's no debate.
Yeah.
Because Styles is the best out of the locks, in my opinion.
But I can't do that. I used to be that guy too at one point when
you know what?
around Gangsta and Gentlemen.
I think that to me,
Kiss is just so timeless, bro.
Styles is my favorite.
Kiss is just so timeless.
Like the best. Yeah, like he
like
just,
I can hear.
Look, you might not have been watching the show earlier, like in the earlier episodes, Chris, but me and Juice had a whole, I think, 2-episode run where we got into it because I stood on that Kiss is the greatest rapper ever. And he's like,
oh, he's on that. That was a crazy moment.
I really believe Jadakiss is the greatest rapper ever.
I can name at least 15 rappers better than Jadakiss.
You probably can name something that's better in certain things, but
no,
the way I broke it down, the way I broke it down stat-wise on paper, I really think he's better than all of them. Like if you break it down on paper,
because you one of the ones that believe. See, Chris, he believes the myth. He one of the myth believers in this whole Jadakiss has no bad verse. I don't know why y'all. I don't know who created this myth.
Name one.
I don't know who on top of my head, but just say that
one.
It's like who I could just
the
say that about anybody.
Not even
who
bad
name
verse.
a bad
Name
verse.
a bad verse, like a technically bad verse. You can't not name it.
I don't know one, but I can't name many bad verses of any great rapper.
I agree with you on that one.
Like I can't. Anybody. It's a crazy thing to say.
I can name a bad verse from a. I can name a bad verse from the GOAT. I can name a bad verse from the GOAT. To me, my personal GOAT is Jay-Z. I can name a bad verse. That sorry, not sorry, DJ Khaled track. I fucking hate that song.
Oh my god.
Nah,
I mean, Chris, I heard you. I see your hat now. Things are adding up. So I heard you say Nas is your GOAT. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Nas has hella bad verses.
He's the GOAT.
He got hella bad. That's my nigga. I love Nas. Shout out to Queenbridge. My boy has hella bad verses.
Hey,
all right.
Nas got some bad
verses.
Hey, Nas got some bad verses on
features.
Most verses on songs that I like, bro.
Nigga, most of the verses on Streets Disciple are bad verses.
Nah.
That album right there was a tough one.
See, the Street Disciple, I feel like that album the same way how I feel about All Eyes on Me. If they would have slimmed that album down, because I don't like All Eyes on Me. It's not my favorite Pac album. It's not that I don't like it, but it's not my favorite Pac album. But reason why I'm saying that I compared it to is because
I'm so bad Dick ain't hearing this right now.
No, he hear this. He's muted.
I'm so bad.
I'm talking to the kid, but I can hear what's happening.
Yeah, you can't have it. There's no way you hear what's happening. There's no way you heard what just happened. Hey, Chris, flagrant flag. Hold on.
What happened?
You throw the flag with a feud?
Okay, so I didn't hear everything. What happened?
He just compared Street Disciple to All Eyes on Me. That's why I stopped
I said, but I didn't get into. I didn't give you the reason why I compared the two. The reason why I compared the two is because I feel like the same thing with Street Disciple and All Eyes on Me. Had they slimmed them down to one CD and one album, then they would have been my favorite top album.
What's the best song on the side?
I like that.
All Eyes on Me. It has a lot of filler in the second track CD.
Chris, you my
No,
dog.
you got this too
Chris, you my dog.
No,
Chris,
no, you got this too fucked up. This too is the better disc.
Wait, no. So it's probably this one because I haven't
All
listened to the
eyes on
album in a long time.
This too is I get what you're saying. People say
it's like
all
two
eyes.
speakers in the whole
This
album.
two has filler because this two don't have singles. This one has all the singles, but this two really is the sleeper disc.
I got it. Hold on, let me look up the track list on it.
Let me look up the track list. If you look up All Eyes on Me, I don't know if she's a disciple. Because
no,
the album I bought in 04 called Street Disciple was not good. So I'm gonna go back to this album.
No, you got Street Disciple fucked up.
No,
Street Disciple hard.
Street
Disciple is hard.
Biography of Rakim.
I take summers off because I love winter beef. What? A Thief's theme? What?
Thief's theme is fire.
Thing is crazy.
Yo, Street Disciple got some bangers on it, my nigga.
Suicide bounces on there.
Chris and Vic, I understand what y'all saying. There's good songs on there. It's Nas. But there's 25 songs.
Yes. And that's
there's no way.
That's what he said. If you can
there's like 7 good songs on here.
No.
What is Live Now? What Just a Moment
Live Now was hard as fuck. Go back and listen to Live Now.
Just a Moment was fire.
Go back and listen to Live Now.
You know my style was fire.
Live Now with Scarlett.
Go back and listen to Live Now. Live Now is fucking
Suicide
hard.
Bounce was fire.
Suicide Bounce is fire.
Bridging the Gap.
Rest of my life is fire.
Remember the Times is fire.
Making a perfect bitch was terrible. The Maxwell joint is fire.
Making a perfect bitch was terrible.
Oh, he can get rid of that.
Yeah,
he can get rid of that.
But what was the?
He can get rid of making a perfect bitch. But I like that song, but he can get rid of that.
You got the track list right there. What's it? The book of what? It was KRS or?
Oh, you mean the unauthorized biography of Rakim?
Oh yes. There you go.
That was hard.
Nigga,
that's a lot. It's some shit on there. Rest of my life is hard.
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo
is horrible.
Nah.
Come on,
Virgo is dope.
What?
Virgo is a good jiggy.
You just not from the time, so you don't care why it's dope.
From 82 in the park? I wasn't from 82 in the park. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. You're not from the time, so you don't care why that's dope.
Like
I'm a Virgo.
Sonically is not pleasing. Sonically is not pleasing to your ear. You don't care about Dougie.
That should be a bonus track. That should be a bonus track.
It kinda is a bonus track.
It's track 3 on this too.
Is it
ugly?
Nah, maybe on streaming, but on the album, it's not like that.
That should be a bonus.
Nah, it is. On the album. I remember.
I gotta go pull my CD out.
I bought that shit for Toys R Us as a shorty.
I got it sitting in the closet right now. I just listened to some of it the other day. It's some shit on that album. Live Now, Stay Cool Story and Live Now is hard, bro.
Live Now is one of my favorite tracks off that album.
That's one of mine too. Live Now.
I'm just saying, comparing that to the second greatest double disc album of all time is kind of tough.
Is All Eyes on Me the second greatest double disc album of all time though? Because I don't agree with that.
What you gonna say, Triumph?
No, I think it's a lot. Do you know how many double albums? I'm a 90s nigga. I grew up on True to the Game, TRU in 97. I'm a 90s nigga, man. I grew up on.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Like, nigga, no, you just wasn't outside, so you don't know. You can't tell me come on. You can't tell me come on for a time you wasn't out for.
97 was an amazing year.
You can't tell me come on for a time you wasn't. 97 was an incredible year.
I feel you. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying best double disc album. You gonna go to TRU?
Nah, I'm not gonna go
I'm
there.
listening to True to the Game before I'm listening to All Eyes on Me any fucking day. I'm telling, and I love All Eyes on Me.
But that's why I don't hold that as Pac's. As for me, Pac's best album.
It's not his best to me either. My favorite for him is Me Against the World.
Me Against the World, Strictly for My Niggas. Those are two of my favorite ones.
Strictly for My Niggas don't get talked about enough.
Strictly for My Niggas.
Young niggas don't talk about Strictly for My Niggas enough, bro. Last Words, Ice-T and Ice Cube. Oh God, bro. That time, to be honest, that MC Breed, Dayton Family, fucking DJ Quick.
Yeah.
That era, bro, don't get talked about enough to me. At the same time, Ghetto Boys, 8 Ball and MJ, all this happened at the same time.
Shit, UGK.
UGK.
No. Because wait.
UGK is the same. UGK the same time. UGK the same time. These niggas dropping West Coast Bad Boys tapes.
I think UGK's first album is 92, right?
Huh?
I think UGK's first album is 92.
Super
right?
tight, 92.
Who was first, UGK or Ghetto Boys?
Ghetto Boys. Ghetto Boys is
Ghetto
80,
Boys.
Bro.
Yeah, Ghetto Boys is the 80s.
Too Hard to Swallow, 92. Yep, I was right. Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, I thought it was
so
Super
UGK
tight
was out for a minute then, too.
Yeah, 92.
Yeah, Riding Dirty. Oh, my God. I love that album.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
Love that album.
That's why I said I get it. People, All Eyes on Me is not even. Yeah, it's not the second greatest double album. I mean, I love it. It's a classic for sure. But
is it better than Life After Death?
No.
Hell no. That's the best rap album ever made.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Mic check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there? You said what?
It's the best rap album ever made. It's the best rap album ever made by like a country mile. It's got distance.
Not a country mile, because I got it as number 2.
Number 2 is number 1.
Illmatic is the Bible, my man.
I got Doggy Style as number greatest. I got Doggy Style as the greatest album ever made.
First off, that's a great 3.
I'm not gonna argue Doggy Style.
First off, that's
Illmatic is the Bible, my man.
That's a great 3. Understand this. That man gave us 24 songs with maybe a half a skip on it.
Hey.
Nah, Doggy Style was like.
Doggy Style was 18 of them. No skips. They done took
That was skits.
Nah. You got Doggy Style.
My nigga Biggie got on mic and said, "Player hater."
Biggie got skits too, motherfucker. What are you talking about? It's 4-man rapper skits in that album. What are you talking about?
That's my point. I was joking.
No, you being don't start with that bias shit. You always trying to win an argument because you love a nigga so much. I get it.
The greatest storyteller of all time, bro.
No. Rewind exists.
Punch this phone off this thing.
Yo, Rewind, Nas, Stillmatic, that exists.
Rewind, Nas, Meet the Parents, Jay-Z. You got storytellers, amazing storytellers out there. That nigga Biggie.
The fact that you didn't even say Slick Rick is astounding to me.
Bro, come on.
Shout out to Children's Story.
That's the only one, motherfucker.
He had a whole album of stories. That's the only one that nails up in my head.
Man, ain't nobody the greatest storyteller over Slick Rick.
Hey, I'm from Chicago, bro. I love Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco, my nigga. I love Lupe. Incredible storyteller.
Yeah, but no, Biggie's not better than Rick or Nas.
Biggie's not a better storyteller than Ice Cube.
Come on now.
Today was a good day. It's probably one of the greatest story told songs ever too.
Oh God! All right, what's a better story? Today's a good day or fucking Warning?
Once upon a time in the project, nigga. Once upon a time in the project, nigga. That's what's a better story than Warning, nigga. You better stop playing with you.
Long kiss goodnight. Long kiss. I mean, if you know somebody kills you, somebody gotta die. He got too many of them, bro. He nasty.
Bro,
he nasty, bro.
He
nasty.
I don't even have a response to that. But he's still in the better
sitting in the crib dreaming about Lynn Jessica Coops. The way he saw Soups and how to sell niggas like Snoop. Oops, I meant to work my doorbell.
Biggie had all of that, but he still never had a One Love.
Didn't have One Love. I give you that. Hey, you beat me.
He don't got a One
you
Love.
You won up. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm shaking your hand. Now I'm thinking about Nas. I'm thinking about Nas' catalog. Nas has Undying Love. He's Undying Love.
When Chris said rewind, this shouldn't have even been a thing.
No, but see,
last words. Ooh, last words. Last words don't get talked about enough.
Last words. Undying Love.
Undying Love.
Oh my God.
What are we talking about?
Project Roach. He got some joints.
You know who else don't get talked about enough? Storytelling. Funeral Fab. Fab does not get talked about enough.
Here we go.
What is your thing with Fab?
Here we go. The certain artist just triggered me, bro. Like, come on, man.
I think Fab be probably top 15, but he's definitely
of what?
Fab is a
15 what?
Storytelling.
What?
Ability. Maybe.
Storytelling. Fab. Most of Fab's best songs are stories.
When the honey goes, that nigga.
That's not one of Fab's best songs.
It's a story though.
See what I'm saying? That's what you be doing. That's where you be disrespecting niggas. I just figured it out.
I love Fab.
I just figured it out with this Fab.
I love Fab.
I just figured it out. No, hold on. Hear me out, sir. I just figured it out.
I'm just glad you didn't say
This is
Mace.
what I know, because I've been trying to wrap my head around this shit for like a year now almost.
I'm just glad you didn't say Mace.
Listen, Juice. I just figured you out. Here, this is what it is. Because if you don't particularly, if an artist is not, if a dope artist is not particularly for you, what you try to do is dismiss their strong points by bringing up their weak points.
Not at all.
Like you, because we just talked about Fab, and the first thing you did was when the money go,
when the honey stay,
bro.
I'm sorry, you're right. Bro, you like that song.
His intros, his intros is the Nothing Was the Same shit on what's that Soul Tape 3? That's storytelling. Pachangas, storytelling. What's the High Love, By Love, I Won't Miss My Love.
Can you hear me
I'm just saying, never in my wildest dreams I think I hear the name Fab in a storytelling conversation.
Why not?
He can.
I can name 30 better storytellers.
Why not?
I could name 30 better storytellers than Fabulous.
I probably could too.
I can name
storytellers.
Not 30. Yes. 30 is
a Ghostface killer.
Crazy.
Lupe Fiasco.
All right,
30 is crazy.
Scarface.
25 maybe. 25.
I can name
30 is crazy.
Eminem has not been mentioned yet. Eminem.
Where does
Eminem's name yet?
Where does Meek fall in the storytelling?
Above Fabulous. Tony's story was fire.
Yeah, Meek is behind Fab.
On the storytelling,
he's behind Fab. What are you talking about?
We ball?
What are you talking about?
We ball?
Fab?
Tony?
Oh my God. This nigga don't. You're not familiar with Fab's catalog enough.
I am.
Clearly.
No, I grew up in the blog era. Fab was
in my
blog era.
In my hood.
What I'm saying is Fab. If he's top 30, then Meek is behind that.
No, as an artist, as a rapper, yes. As a general rapper, Fabulous is way better than Meek.
Storytelling. No, we're talking about storytelling.
I was about storytelling.
Even in rapping ability, Meek is nowhere near Fab.
I agree with that part. I'm just saying,
we're talking storytelling.
The stories I've got for Meek are better than the stories I got for Fab. What I'm saying to you.
No, I'm saying what it is you're not really listening to Fab like
I've heard Fab my whole life.
But
you when I was born,
you're not hearing what I'm saying, right?
I bought Street Fabulous. I was outside.
You mean
what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you don't know, motherfucker. I'm saying that
Street Dreams.
I'm not discrediting you. I'm saying, listen, bro.
Street Life. One of those two.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not saying you don't know. I'm saying I don't think you're listening.
Okay.
I don't think you're listening to what you're listening to with a storytelling ear. I think if I bought some of these songs up, you wouldn't view them as storytelling songs, is my point.
Okay. That's fair. I might agree with you.
See what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I might not see those as stories. Because my mind, when I think of story, I'm thinking about Meet the Parents. I'm thinking about like a person going down a timeline.
You're thinking about conceptually storytelling.
Yes.
But storytelling ain't just concept. See, that's where you're missing. That's where you're missing. That's one component of storytelling you missing.
Can I try to name 30?
Think about this. Can I Live? Jay-Z. Is that not storytelling?
Yes. It's storytelling.
See what I'm saying? But that's not a conceptual storytelling song. Can I
try to name 30 real quick? You tell me when I'm wrong.
Of who?
Better about Fab? Under Fab? Okay, man. Do your thing.
Give me 10 and then let me see where you go from that point.
All right, bet. I'm
going to offend real hip hop heads real quick. Please do that, sir.
Yeah. Give us 10 right now, Juice. And if there's no pushback.
First off, before I get started, just everyone understand this. There are a few people in this world that respect hip hop opinions more than I respect Vic's. So, Vic, before you take any offense, I'm just saying.
No, I'm going to let you offend the world. I want to hear them be offended. Y'all comment, please. Dumb. All right, please. Y'all, please comment on this list. Please,
Let's go.
Please.
It's off the dome. I'm not, no pen, no pad, no, I don't understand anything besides what's in my head. 10 off the top. Nas, Biggie, Jay, Lupe, Kendrick, Ghostface, Scarface, Common, let me see here. I'm trying to think obscure.
I'm not mad at none of that so far.
Me neither.
Who am I thinking about? Forget somebody. Give me DMX. Give me Eminem. That's 10.
Right, 10.
Okay.
Not
That's
debatable.
10. I'm not mad at none of that.
Once again,
Now,
smoke
not a
weed.
next 10. You said 30. So who's the next 10?
No, because I was saying, I said, give me 10 first because I want to hear the first 10.
So who's
and if
the
I feel
next
like this
10?
shit is egregious, then I don't want to hear no more.
Next 10.
Here we
Who's
go.
the next 10?
Next 10, Cole. You accept Cole?
Over Fab as a storyteller, you saying?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll accept Cole.
All right. Let's see here.
I'll take it.
I ain't gonna lie. After 10 will get tough. I think of names. But I want you to realize I never thought about Fab as a storyteller. So it's gonna take me a while to get this off my hands.
And that's my only point. I don't think you viewing. I think if you viewing some of that shit as storytelling, it's gonna open your eyes to shit you missing. Going to November on the Young OG album. That's not storytelling.
That shit's hard. That's my favorite Fab album too.
I mean, I ain't say Jada. Give me Jada. Give me Beans.
Okay.
Both of them.
I'm not mad at them at all. Go ahead.
13.
I'm saying, I'm sure Vic gonna punch back on this one, but give me Wayne. Mona Lisa's one.
No.
Wait, storytelling? Wait,
storytelling? Mona Lisa?
No, how?
Something you forgot? Mona Lisa?
That's one. Give me another. Give me two more.
Two more from Wayne. Dr. Carter.
Okay.
Hard. Yeah, hard.
No, you can keep that kinda.
You keep Dr. Carter?
You can keep that record kinda. Like we don't need.
You know what?
Hip-hop, like,
I'll put Fab over.
I'll put Fab over.
Hip-hop
doesn't need Dr. Carter.
I won't say Wayne. Wayne's
as a storyteller, I probably would have Fab higher than Wayne. But as an overall rapper, Wayne demolishes Fab. Like there's pretty much there's not a lot of people that can stand in the same category when we talking about overall rap ability. Able to blend and mesh well and be versatile than we talking about with Lil Wayne. People forget about that 2000s run that he had, how he was all over the fucking radio when it comes to pop music, rock music, you know what I mean? Like this guy was epic. When you talk about versatility, but that's another thing about Fabulous too, because Fab can be able to adapt, and that's what he did for a long time in his career, and that's why he was able to stay relevant. He was able to adapt. Like he was able to, you know what? Neil's the new hot thing. Go give me that.
I'm so glad you're here.
Like
I'm so glad you're here today. Because he don't be putting enough respect on Fab, and that's it. I think that he needs to. I think you know what? That's your homework next week, please, bro. I think you need to go on a Fab medley this next week, bro. Like I really think you need to go reassess this catalog. I don't think you really set with this catalog.
I've set with Fab. I mean, the Soul Tapes.
I said in a long time.
No competition.
But I said in a long. Sometimes you gotta revisit shit to remember how timeless it is.
That is true. And
because I'm putting 50 over Fab on the storytelling. Polo Rich.
Yeah, that was Polo.
But how much 50 don't have a whole.
But that's not. Is that a story song?
Game. What's our story? We got. I'm talking about my head. Banks.
Yeah, you naming niggas with one or two storytelling songs.
But once again, it's where you're saying you're correct at. The songs you name, I won't envision no song from Fab as a story besides.
Fabulous. In my
I think I might agree with you on 50 of them. Because the Baltimore Love Story.
Yeah, Mini Men.
Bro, that song, that's my favorite 50 song.
That's why I say I might do a flip back. But he's saying Game and Banks don't do Banks. Well, lately Banks been telling a lot of stories. Lately Banks has been on a different. Banks is another one to me that I don't think his name should be there too. His name should be there too to me.
Talk.
I mean, then I even get. I kept it kind of in our realm. If I get hip hop nerdy, got another 20 I can name with Immortal Technique and the MF Dooms of the world. Like we get to that space.
Through this fucking head, no respect to Doom, but I get it. Immortal Technique is like he's immaculate. He's incredible,
Killer
bro.
Mike.
But in the same breath, like don't nobody want to hear that. Like girls with niggas who like bitches with hairy armpits really like Immortal Technique, bro. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying, dog. Like I ain't
said that 1972.
respectfully. Like that's all the scary. Like We get it. You can say a whole bunch of syllables and shit and scare all the hoes away, but
Most
like
deaf.
them niggas that
Most
can rap,
deaf.
them niggas that can rap and still be clever and be street and keep the hoes. I want to hear that. I don't want to hear mash, tash, bang, like the fucking rapper on Scary Movie. I don't want to hear that.
Most
But you
deaf.
listen to Eminem.
Class, blast your ass, cash.
But you listen to Eminem.
I don't want.
Hey Chris, say it louder, please.
But you listen to Eminem.
Not on a regular basis.
One of the rappers who,
not on a
by
regular
far,
basis,
is one of the great. He's one of the great rappers. Never going to take that away from Eminem. But content alone.
But I don't listen to a lot of Eminem.
That'd be my argument with all black Eminem fans, right? And I'm with you. It's why. Oh, Chris, what Vic said earlier. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Because look. My problem with black Eminem fans. Listen, Vic. Vic.
But you be calling me Eminem fan. I think you have a preconceived thing of what every Eminem fan is, my nigga.
I'm not putting you in a box real quick. I'm putting you in a box. I'm not putting you in that box. I don't
fit in boxes.
But listen.
I don't fit in boxes at all.
Listen, the reason why I'm saying is black Eminem fans, right? The reason why I give pushback a lot to Eminem fans in general.
I don't even like him. I don't even like him starting with black Eminem fans. I'm gonna tell you why. You put me because you're putting me like there's a black Eminem fan uniform. No, nigga.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say what I said about my.
I know some black Eminem fans that are weird as fuck.
You're right.
Like
so
no.
This is what I said to my homies who are Eminem fans. Then that better? That make it better for you. To my homies who are Eminem fans. My homies who are Eminem fans. I know y'all, and I know good and goddamn well you putting Fab on when we put Eminem on any day of the week. You putting Fab on before Eminem.
I'm putting Fab
every time. You think about playing music.
But I'm okay with saying that. Why can't two things be true at the same time?
I'm just pointing out to the point of that no one's listening to Eminem for real. No one's out here listening to Eminem.
Somebody's listening to him because that's not.
People are listening.
Those are incorrect.
I'm talking about our circle. I'm talking about our circle of life. No one we interact with on a day-to-day.
I can't say our circle of life because I just had an Eminem set doing push-ups 2 nights ago.
You saw that
on my story.
Who were you mad at?
He was mad at somebody. You gotta do a Superman. I'm sorry, Mama.
I was listening to Marshall Mathers LP and like till I collapsed.
Who were you mad at, bro? Why?
I was doing push-ups.
I'm sorry,
yeah, doing push-ups. You was mad at somebody.
I never admit
that. I was mad at this fucking. I was mad
tonight. I'm cleaning up my closet.
I was mad at this pitch. So you doing it again? You bringing up like somebody's moot point to you bringing up somebody's quote unquote low moment to you doing it again. Anyway,
I apologize.
Sometimes you gotta just let y'all niggas do it. Like y'all let them have it. Sometimes you just gotta let them. Yeah, okay.
Burn the body.
I was pushing up. I was mad at this pinched nerve in my shoulder, and I was doing push-ups. Nigga, I was like, I needed some motivation. I'm just listening to.
Nigga, put on DMX.
Eminem night the other night where I just listened to. When I wanted to hear lyrics. I listened to Soldier from Eminem show. I listened to I listened to The Way I Am. I listened to Till I Collapse. I just went down one of them. I want to hear battle rapping type of lyrics.
Battle rap M is so cold. If he do that shit more often, bro, he'd be a menace to society.
That's what I'm saying. I was in that mood where I wanted to hear that type of sound and do them push-ups. But there's moves for all kinds of shit. There's moves for all kinds of shit. No, I'm finna go to a barbecue today. I'm finna put some fucking Eminem on. No. But
look, we just said kind of struck an idea in my head, which is crazy. Yo, we just said that Drake is Hov. Drake is hella Eminem too, though. Because what we just said was, if Drake, you said earlier, Chris, you want to hear Drake do a full rap album. Like, I think all of us would love to hear Eminem do a full Till I Collapse album. A full album of those, a full album of The Way I Am. But of course, because of who he is as an artist, he has such a wide fan base. He has an obligation to feed these certain demographics, and he can't make. I don't think he wanted to. He could make an album that way. He probably could now, but I don't think he'll get the profit that he want. He'll get the reaction that he would want, or his advertising dollars wouldn't match just the way it would if he did the way he'd been doing it. That's why I feel like me and Vic had the argument about the new album coming out last week. But he's hoping. I'm hoping that it doesn't go the same way it's going. But with that Houdini song. it tells me that Eminem is just pressured to be in this box. He's stuck in a box.
Yeah.
I feel like Drake's the same way at times.
It's funny you mentioned that because last like I said, we recorded CPE and we was talking about the Houdini song, right? And I did a comparison.
Terrible song.
That album came out. I mean, when that song dropped, it had about 13 million views in 12 hours.
That's crazy.
Now, and then I was like, for me, this is what pisses me off because we have fans like myself, people who say they don't listen to M and everything like that, but low key are Eminem fans. And me, I am not an Eminem fan at all. So when I say I don't listen to the nigga, I really don't listen to the dude, right? My only reason for going to YouTube because I wanted to check the numbers, just because I wanted to see if my theory was correct. That microwave bullshit like that shit gets all the spins in the world, and it really upsets me because you got so many more talented ass MCs out there. Like I was comparing that one to sitting with my thoughts with the Nas video that just dropped about a month or two ago. You know what I'm saying? Off the Magic 3 album, right? And I was comparing it to. I'm like, yo, see how this bullshit will get 13 million views in less than 12 hours, but that shit probably just cracked 1 million views about maybe 2 weeks ago. If we talk, being honest, like that's
the problem with adding capitalism to art. Like it just bugs everything. I'm sure in M's heart, I'm just based on what I've heard him in interviews about hip hop. He would love to do a whole album till I collapses, a whole album of the way I am. But that I think Drake at one point wanted to do a whole album on some successful shit or on some more rapping shit. You muted. You muted it. You're on mute.
Call back, sir. Because essentially, when we was talking about the new Eminem single, what you just said is essentially what I was saying about his branding. And am I just like ape shit over the commercial diddly bops poppy single? No, but I'm listening to it with pop song Slim Shady ears. I'm not listening to it with no other ears. I understand why he got to do this. This is Drake when he drops I got your eyes on you. Like I like that, but was that where I was going through in my mind when I wanted to hear what Drake had to say? No.
But see, that's the thing about it though, because what you just said is very true. Because dude, when he do those songs, nigga, I'm not mad at it because I like them. Like
I like the more I hear it because they just opened the old like super 100-something-year-old building, the Grand Central train station back. They just because it was abandoned for a bunch of years. Y'all, it's that big building y'all see in all like the Eminem buildings that look all beat the fuck up. They redid it and opened it. It was an old train station.
Oh, that's dope.
It just had their grand opening last Wednesday, and Big Sean, Eminem, Slum Village, Diana Ross, like they will, went down there, performed downtown, performed in front of the train station. Jelly Roll was out there. It was a nice little vibe. And M did one of them sets. M did one of them sets.
Singer.
M did. You don't know what Jelly Roll is? That nigga fire.
That nigga fire, bro.
Jelly Roll is fire.
That fat white boy. That boy can get down.
Jelly Roll. Oh, yeah, look, mothers, sidebar. Mothers, because y'all be trying to take our holiday and shit. Like, I'm sitting here on camera making peanut butter sandwiches and shit, man. I don't want to. Father's Day, y'all had y'all time. Y'all had all y'all brunches. Y'all did all. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Whole single dad here. I don't want to hear that shit.
I hear that.
Back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying.
To all the mothers who raised the kids.
Back to what I was saying. He did he ran through it. He did a Dream On. He did Dream On with Jelly Roll. He ran through one of them till I collapsed. He ran through like one of them sets real quick. And I'm like, bro, like, yeah, I get it. He's missed his step. We might have outgrown him because we middle-aged men now and shit like that, but that's still who that is. And when I heard the new joint in that, it's like, okay, I like it. It's a little pop. It's a vibe. But when I went and heard the original, I see what he was paying homage to. It's like, that's cool. It is what it is. That's like when
It was very nostalgic for us.
To me, that's like when Andre make, hey, yeah, okay. I got it.
No.
I got it. No, it's the same thinking of I'm making music that whatever. It's just like
no,
that's
because
the same shit, bro. In theory, it is. I'm not talking to y'all niggas talking about from a music lover standpoint. I'm talking about from a creator standpoint. In theory, I am making this so they can probably play this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is for those crowds.
Okay.
This ain't necessarily. If y'all get it, y'all get it. Y'all like it, whatever. But this is for those crowds.
It's pop.
That's
what I'm saying.
It's pop. Bag.
Yeah, I'm not comparison and sound. And y'all niggas music fan too much sometimes.
I'm
just being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
No, what I was saying was I took it as you were saying that Outkast made that song as like a pressure. Not necessarily pressure. I misunderstood you. But I'm saying, like, for me, in my opinion, after a certain point, it feels like Eminem became to feel pressured to make a certain sound. Like after the success of my name is a pop record for sure.
I think any artist that's that big is pressured to do their last thing. Drake and Jay and all the greats are trying to chase that.
But at a certain point, Jay stopped.
And Drake is definitely
because Jay and M like somebody and
I don't think Drake love Jay like we know to make those songs.
Eminem big in some ways that Jay-Z ain't. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
Just like Jay big in some ways. Everybody has their own lane.
I take that back. Jay never really stopped. I take that back. Jay never stopped.
But the thing too is though,
essentially all they doing is they're chasing their own accolades,
making hits.
But they making hits against their own accolades.
But you got people that want to do that. See, that's why I'm not. Whenever Drake drops an album and people talk about it, I'm never mad at nobody for talking about Drake or giving him his props and everything. Just because I don't listen to him, you know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. I don't give a fuck about anybody else's opinion on music and shit like that. Mine's for me. My taste is my taste. You feel me? That's just me. Now, if you're able to sway me to a different way and maybe convince me to like give somebody a chance, then I'll do that. But my point is though, with Drake is not pressured, number one, in my opinion, to make any of those records from the labels. No, he wants to.
He's pressured. Drake is pressured.
Drake enjoys it. I'm gonna tell you why he enjoys it. He enjoys it because for the people like me and what I just said earlier, I want a full Drake rap album. He's like, ha, motherfucker, you still ain't got it. That's what Drake enjoys it, my nigga. Nah, Drake is not one. Drake, I 1000%.
But at the same time, I don't think he does. I think that nigga is chasing the algorithm, and the algorithm is getting younger and younger. And the algorithm is getting younger and younger, and he really hates doing that, but he does it because that's his ego talking. Is I want my name to be here for this duration of my. He's chasing whole.
The first person shoot a video, nigga, like.
He's chasing Hov and Mike Jack and them legacy, and he has to do it. He has to do it numbers. He has to do it numbers wise because deep down inside he knows that people kind of.
He's bigger than Hov was number wise though.
He is bigger. But that's what I'm saying. He's chasing legacy because he's bigger number wise, but impactfully, he's not as impactful as none of them artists he's chasing. Michael Jackson. Jay-Z, none of that. He's not as he's impactful as far as everybody knows.
It's tough to say, Vic.
I don't know because do you think
he's impactful in a sense? He's impactful in a sense that yes, everybody knows what he's doing, but he's not impactful in a sense of they love him like that. You see what I'm saying?
I think Dre's more impactful than Jay-Z.
As love too, bro.
No,
bitches love Drake, nigga. No. Now they calling him a pedo.
That's like saying Kobe more impactful than Jordan.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's like saying LeBron more impactful than Jordan.
Whichever one you want to name.
That's true. I would say
because they all chase Jordan blueprint.
It's an argument. It's literally an argument.
Whichever one you want to name because they're essentially all chasing Jordan's blueprint. Jay-Z the blueprint.
Was better but Kobe and LeBron was better than Jordan to me.
If you, I'm gonna
get the fuck out of here.
Bro, overall player, LeBron is the greatest. And I'm not a LeBron fan.
Real quick. The reason why I say Drake is more impactful than Jay-Z is because I feel like people from 50 to people from 18, people from 50 to 50 to 12, from 50 to 12, fuck with Drake. From 50 to 35, fuck with Hove. People under my age ain't fucking with Hove. For real.
How many of them people that fuck with Drake that you just now, how many of them spend their money on him? Because a big percentage of them don't.
Drake is so way, he's more sales than Jay-Z had, bro.
Yeah,
more number one hits than Jay-Z had.
Sales, more out selling out arenas. Like Drake is
bigger than, he's not just a rapper. Jay-Z's a rapper.
You said sales, my nigga, in the streaming era. Like you know that shit don't even out, bro.
It's harder to sell more. It's harder to sell more now than it was then.
No, it's not. If you're the biggest person on the planet,
no, it's not.
Everyone was going to go to the 90s.
All right, bro.
Bro, it's
not. If you're the,
you know how many streams you had to have on a song in order for a sale of an album?
How many gold albums do you see these days?
Listen, bro. It's not. It's hard to sell if you everybody else. It's not hard to sell if you're the biggest artist on the planet.
Views went platinum in a day.
In the streaming era.
Okay.
The fuck? Everybody pays $10 for everybody's music.
Drake's demographic is wider than Jay-Z's demographic, bro.
In an era, bro.
You only playing the era you in. You only playing the era you in. You cannot fault him for the era he's in.
I swear to God,
you cannot fault him for the era he's in.
Rapper.
Your job is to win the era you in. If you win the era you in, you win the era. I can't go back to the 90s and beat Jay-Z from Drake. I'm me now.
I understand that.
And my run is longer than Jay-Z's run was.
Bro, I understand all of these like affirmative facts about the man. I understand all of these affirmative. This is all of these accolade points and shit.
That's the argument.
If you would let me say it, like I promise you, it would happen.
Let's hear it.
I understand what your argument is. You literally arguing stats. That adds to
anything else
impact.
Subjective. Anything else is subjective. Anything besides stats is subjective.
How would you? Okay, you got it, bro. That's why you can't get you're taking my argument away before I can get it out.
Are you good?
You speaking to numbers, and that's understandable. The way numbers look, the way they count. Now, like, if we doing that, like, what is we doing? That's like when they throw them fucking LeBron stats out there. LeBron has done this many times on Thanksgiving, 17. Like, if we're doing that, then okay, bro. Like, yeah, you win the argument. But that's not what impact is, my nigga. Like, that's not all the way what impact is. That's cool. That means that more people know Drake. And they should, because the population is probably double or triple or quadruple than it was that time. But they should. That means more people know him than they know that person. When we talk about impact, it's the monumental things that make motherfuckers iconic, my nigga. We know James Brown ain't have more fans or more sales than Drake, my nigga. But come on. You see what I'm saying? It's how you impacted the field that you was in. Yes, Drake is the biggest person on the planet. He's had this amazing Elvis-like Michael Jackson-esque run in this era. And I'm not even going to dismiss dismiss that part of it. But it's like Drake isn't like Drake doesn't dictate culture, my nigga. He does not dictate culture for real. He goes and finds whatever the culture's doing and he make it his thing. And it's them niggas impact the culture in a certain way. That's what I'm saying when I say impact and love for that person. The world don't love Drake the way the world loved them niggas in their primes. That's just the fucking truth of it. Not like us to show us that. Not like us to show us that. Either happened to Jay nigga and we still didn't turn on him. You see what I'm saying? Whatever happened, hit him up happened to Big. Big looked weak in that. Hold on, baby, stop. I'm talking right now, please. And soon, but you cannot interrupt it. That's not gonna get your point across any faster, and it's not gonna make me stop. Listen to what I'm saying. Drake don't have that part of it. That thing that Mike had that, yeah, you can go do all the Michael Jackson shit, but it don't look the same doing. Yeah, you can go jump from the free throw line, but if it don't look like, if it don't make me feel the way Jordan made me feel, then okay, yeah, you did it, but okay, you're a GOAT. We get it, you're a GOAT. But does it look like the other GOAT?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like that for real?
That's subjective, though.
And also, I wanted to add something on to the point that Vic was also making too. When it comes to Jay's impact, we also, I think I might change my mind, and I might actually agree with
Drake.
Vic
Ain't making nobody wear the little rainbow clips in his fucking head,
bro. Not only just
That's
that,
true.
but we also got to talk about the fact that Jay was a label head. Look at the Rockefeller branch, the tree, like, bro. He gave us Bleak, he gave us Beans, he gave us he brought back Cam, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had the Dipset, Freeway, all of these niggas, they were all underneath the Rockefeller tree, which are essentially from Jay-Z or Dame Dash or anyone from that conglomerate, you know what I'm saying? So I think as an impact wise, yeah, I can actually agree with Vic on that. He changed a lot of people's lives. But go ahead, Juice.
I want to rebut real quick. I'm gonna say, like, I get Vic's point. I hear that point all the time when it comes to Drake, that he doesn't create the trend, he finds the trend and heightens the trend or whatever. And my only response to that is, and I could be wrong to you, but it's how I view it. Kind of to what Chris was saying with Jay being a label head at one point, right? And I think with Drake does not get credit for that shit at all, but Migos was popping. Friday Night was a song before Versace.
Mm-hmm.
Drake did not discover the Migos by any stretch of the imagination. But at the same time, I feel like Drake should be credited for having the ear, for having the just the know of what is next before everyone else knows what's next. I see what's next, and I'm gonna get with that. With what's next, make that shit mine, and it's gonna sound like me still. No matter what Drake does.
He should be credited for that, but I'm just saying that impact still comes with an asterisk.
Gentlemen, I'll be right back, all right? My wife is calling me.
You see what I'm saying? I agree with you. He should be credited in that sense, but in the same breath, that particular stat category, it comes with an asterisk. Comes with an asterisk to it. Because it's like, yeah, you credit for finding the next hot. Because if that's the case, he really got to get up to Gucci. Gucci is the nigga who he had the ear for the Migos.
But doesn't that also go with the exactly though? But like, even though Gucci found Migos, when they got with Drake, it hit different. Even though T.I. found Travis Scott,
it hit different because Drake was the big. If the biggest nigga in the game, the biggest nigga.
Even though T.I. discovered Travis Scott, it hit different when Kanye got with Travis Scott. Even though Dame found Kanye knew he had to stay with Hov to get on. He knew that was the move to make.
But I mean, that's a business thing. Like okay, because it's like at the end of the game.
I feel like if Drake would have say in the idealistic world, right? If Drake had a label and he signed Thug and he signed Migos rather than just collaborate with him, I feel like he'll get more credit. But
that's the thing. The niggas he signed, McConaughey, he make niggas hot for a minute because he go over there and he absorbs their energy.
I mean, do we have the weekend about Drake?
See, I knew you was going there. That's why I wish you would let me fucking say it. I knew you was going there. And I knew that's where you was going. And I was trying to get there before you got there. Because
my nigga.
I knew it. Because the weekend was going to be the weekend anyway. And we know this. And yes, you do credit Drake with the weekend, but it's like, did you put him on or did he put you on?
What do you mean?
Did you put him on or did he put you on? Because you went and got this man for what people say is arguably the best album of your career. And yeah, we don't probably get the weekend without Drake, but what he gave Drake was so much more than what Drake gave him.
But do we know, all right, for instance, Thank Me Later came out. Like So Far Gone came out. Right, them albums existed.
But Thank Me Later wasn't. Thank Me Later,
for sure.
and Thank Me Later is the one y'all don't like.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, like, Drake was a well-known, well-established artist. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm asking for your clarity. To my knowledge, Weeknd was pretty much unknown before Take Care.
Yeah, we don't have to acknowledge the obvious. We know that Drake is the stimulus package. The Drake stimulus package is more than like could push somebody because it ain't pushed a lot of people too. Let's not get it fucked up. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's
Black
my point.
Boy JB ain't been seen since.
Look,
bro.
That's my
Black
Boy
point. JB been
that's
gone
my
for
point.
a minute.
That's my point. The niggas who are the guys who are the biggest guys in the world, right alongside Drake. That's my point. They were gonna be that anyway. The Weeknd was gonna be the Weeknd anyway. Yes, Drake put the eyes on him. But when you hear that Take Care album, that's why I ain't made an album that sound like Take Care since.
Even on a level like before Drake.
Musically, that's my point. Musically, he made Drake better. Drake didn't make him better musically.
But this is where I feel like Drake just stands. Now, he don't stand next to Hov directly, but he right on Hov hip. Is because I remember before Drake, before Wayne, Hov was the feature nigga. Like, you get a Hov feature, it's immediately your song is damn near the best song on the radio. Yeah. And I feel like Drake's run with that, and like not only doing it to like artists, like I feel like what Drake did with the Migos, what Drake did with these up and coming artists, Hov did it too his whole career with like the Young Jeezys of the world, the Rick Rosses of the world. Like, he did that same kind of thing. He just did it and also being the label head.
Shit. Like just you gotta also throw in Memphis Bleak, man.
Yeah.
Like, Bleak was just a good kid, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Give me a second, bro, because I'm in here with my wife real quick, but I just want to add that in. I heard you guys because I hear you guys. I'm just not able to really join right now.
Oh, for sure, bro. All good. But yeah, I feel like when you look at how Drake put on with the Migos, put on with Fetty Wap, we saw Hov do that shit with Joe Budden. We saw Hov do that shit with Fab. All these up-and-coming artists that he had under Def Jam, he got a verse with them in their first early steps of their career and gave it the whole stimulus pack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna touch some ESD history, some BKC history real quick.
Oh, we're definitely gonna get into that bag, man.
Yeah, I got it. So, 3 o'clock. So we talked about it earlier, man, and it's just an organic conversation right now. There's like we just been going. Damn it, just been
forgot we had shit to talk about.
Bishop still in queue, goddamn it.
Hey, man.
But keeping it going, like I want you while Chris is off cam right now. I want you to kind of intro and get us into like how with the Joe Budden Podcast Network group, and because you and Chris were when I got in there, around 2018, 19, I think 2019, maybe 18. And around that time, it was still progressing. It was getting big. Matter of fact, I hated Vic at first. Hated Vic. I hated Vic and I hated Mike. Two people I hated for a long time. And then
that's my guy.
But you guys, like Chris and Vic, you guys were like the main two characters, the main two personalities of it, from my perspective at least. I know there are other members, but I wasn't really that active at the beginning. So I didn't really get into the trenches with y'all. But I was there for like a lot of the bangs and the bumps on the road and some also cool times. But yeah. So like, give me your perspective as Chris is off cam.
Yeah, man. I could do that. Get into, I guess, my side of the origin story. I guess I would be like his
Magneto to
Magneto. Why am I always the villain in these shits, bro? Like, why am I always niggas? At
least you ain't like Dr. Octopus, nigga.
I'm always like niggas is Darth Vader somehow though. But me and Chris always click for real, man. But from my perspective, it was actually a very unique time in my life. You know what I mean? I wasn't even, I just moved to Ohio. I just literally maybe been weeks removed from my little few month county stint I did. That had me like, oh, I never want to be in jail again because I'm not no jail nigga. Like, don't get it twisted. Like that.
Right.
That little few months, that little 3 months or some shit, whatever that was. I was like, no, like I'm here every day and I can't go home. This ain't like I gotta go home when y'all say I can go home. Like I don't need no bid to feel like nope, I'm good.
Cool.
So I
wanted I did a drunk tank joints. That's enough for me.
Yeah, I wanted some boring. So I went to that boring place, and then no sooner than I got there, things was conceived. So I was just like in go mode. I had to restart my life from scratch. I got a baby on the way. I'm working all day, every day. I need something to do with my little bit of idle time to stay sane because God, this is a lot. And at the same time, I was bored. And I was starting my first podcast around that time. I had a podcast with my homegirl,
I apologize,
Robin.
Gentlemen, I'm back.
You good, man? I'm handing out these shits all the time, man.
In case you didn't hear Chris, I said we gotta get off of music and get into what we really want to talk about. Was in the origin story. So right now I told Vic give me his perspective on things.
Yeah, I'm giving him Magneto's side of the story because I didn't.
Let's get it.
The way I became it's weird that maybe I would say me, him, Athena, like associated with almost, and that's crazy because Athena is like the faceless face almost. Even though you see her face, Athena's so famous and infamous for her work. Like that you see her. So I think I don't like to say I'm the face. I don't even want to say that just for the people that was involved, I don't want to say that I feel like I'm the face of anything. I just know that I was one of the more explosive. I was one of the more explosive personalities in the scenario. So I think me and him, we stood out. We stood out in that sense. But like I was telling him,
Chris, you guys had some of the best debates between yourselves. Like you guys would. It'd be like
it's that Professor like X Magneto vibe, man.
It was crazy because the way chat rooms work, the way like these Facebook groups kind of things work back in the day, like it's crazy to think about it nowadays. Like I don't really get involved in those worlds anymore. But it's like reading a reality show. It's crazy how it works.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm saying. At the time, I was working a lot, needed something to do, and right around the time, this was around the time, like I said, I've been in Ohio maybe a month or so, and the M album dropped where Joe addressed it on the podcast. So I'm listening to the album one day on Spotify. Like I just got Spotify. Like, you know what? Let me get this.
This is good everyday struggle days too.
Yes. And
are we talking about Kamikaze?
And yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe that, like, I guess that's when the algorithm was starting to switch up and push stuff in your algorithm because that Joe Budden group popped up in my algorithm and I just joined. And I joined right in the midst of the Eminem Joe Budden shit and just happened to be the Detroit dude. Right? So that just started sparking.
You had no like previous no ties to the group at all. That's dope.
No.
Okay.
It literally showed up in the algorithm, bro. That's when the algorithm was first starting the algorithm. And and it just popped up. And I had a podcast that I was starting, me and my girl Robin. Her name is Nabor. People probably be like, how the hell you say her name on social media? But her name is Robin. It's her name backward. And she's like a real dope soul. And me and her started this podcast, Awkward Minaj Podcast. And me, her, and my guy Mercenary, we was doing this shit. It was almost like blog talk radio style. You know how, you know what I'm saying? This is that era. This is 2018-ish. Somehow me and him connect. We start talking. And the group is like in its infancy, but I can see it. Like the vibe, the OGs is like there. It's him, it's Mog, it's Athena. It's like Jay Lundy, it's Harris. I think me and Harris might have been coming like around like we was all starting to latch on. This was like some lightning in a bottle for real. Because it was just like we was somehow it was just working that way. Now on his end, you know, him and Mike was doing their thing. And he was like, you know what? like, I like your personality, like you know your shit. And he was like, I want to bring you on. So when he added me in the OG chat, right? And this is this is where it gets interesting. Here comes the team. I don't know if you know Chris around here though. I'm our random Zeus Network correspondent. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm the pod residential baddie. So I live for these.
Oh yeah, I know that about you. Nigga, you was one of the reasons why I started watching baddies. I'm like, oh shit, that's where it's at now on Zeus. Nigga, hold on, where's my phone now? So I got the app right here.
Out of this. I get a kick out of this part, and that's also why I want to tell this story. Bad influence. Look, I get a bad influence. I get a kick out of this part, but that's another reason why I want to tell the story, because you see a lot of it in hindsight, and you doing certain stuff impulsively. Yeah. You're doing certain things impulsively just for the just from whatever your perspective is or whatever your perception of what you're in is. And a lot of moments happened that a lot of shit was too, what they used to call it, bad for TV, too hot for TV. Some of that shit got a little too hot for TV. Some of those things shouldn't have happened. But hey, hindsight's 2020, right? But we get in this group chat, and like I said, like he said, man, we were all everybody, and I won't speak on everybody detail, but everybody was in their own situations in their lives, bro, at the time. So this was like a real escape from all of that shit for us. For me, shit, I just got out of jail, I had a baby on the way, and I was homeless. Not like I couldn't have stayed here and had somewhere to stay, but I was like, no, let me get out of here. I don't want to get in no more trouble. I just want some peace. I went down there and got it myself. Mom was calling me. You need me to help you? No, I got it. Let me go down here and just do something else.
There was times, not to interrupt, but there was times when Vic was working so fucking much that he would be in the group chat just so he could be able to stay up at work. Like, because he was falling asleep and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, nah, I got to get this money. I'm like, dog, like, you work too fucking much. Like,
yeah. That's why I didn't start. That's why I didn't really start the pod a couple years earlier, because like even I had to leave Awkward Minaj at a certain point, because it was just getting. I was like, because I knew that I wanted to start a podcast, but I knew I wasn't ready yet. So I just got on with Robin. Robin needed help. She had the personality in certain things. I had certain things. We started that, got it off the ground, and then went to go do his thing. I was a guest on it after, but when I got in that group, it started taking, because now I'm starting to see. It's like, yo, we can build brands in here. Not only that, like we was building a brand off of a brand that was already built, and they was fucking with it. It became a time where Rory and Maul and them was like in the Facebook group. Like people, Joe Budden's siblings and shit was in the Facebook group.
Smash Button.
Yeah, so it was like it was just starting to grow legs of its own. That's when we started, but then that's when all of the because when you have this beautiful lightning in the bottle and all these different personalities and people really still going through real time, real life stuff, and this circle's going 24 hours a day, sometimes it implodes. And I want to say I was in there a few weeks and I came into an implosion. And it was like, it was just a different set of minds. Chris and Mog was going at it. Mog checked me. I was like, yo, I was trying to be peacemaker. She was like, no, Vic, you just got here. Shut the hell up.
Mind your business.
The Mixie Girls was gangster. I fuck with them. But
shout out
in that time, I think ego, stress, a lot of things play a part. And just being on the phone all day, it was a point where I think we was talking to each other more than we was like a lot of our own families outside of our immediate family. You know what I mean? So it just grew a life of its own. It was hilarious. It was like Facebook in 2018 and 2019, but it had old 2010 energy, but 2010 Twitter energy. And it was fun. And it got to the point where we was getting invited to rafties. Like when I seen Parks at the Detroit show, like I had to make sure Athena said everywhere he was going in the country, people were stopping him like, yo, Athena said, because Athena missed the rafties. And he was like, tell her I ain't fucking with her, bro. No, she's cool though. Like we had good times. Me, him, and Tierra was supposed to link up in Chicago and go to the Chicago date. And we ended up getting into it about some shit then. And the thing about that's the thing about growing up in life, and you think you mature and you think you grown and shit, and then it's like, but I'm sitting here arguing with my friends about the most frivolous shit, and that's where it was getting to, and I don't know if I believe the whole male brain 35 fully developed, but maybe there's some truth to that because at that time I was just like, bro, we're getting old. What are we doing? Like, we arguing over stupid shit. But it was real life emotions in that. You know, when Tierra passed, like everybody wasn't on good terms. So that created this grief and shit. It creates hostile energy. But that's why this was so important to me because I felt like showing that we could, because we got to a point where we was gonna take trips and fight.
Yeah.
Like link up. Like, what's up? Like,
nigga, I gave you my work address and my home address. I said, pull up at either one, nigga. And he was like, you sure? I'm on my way. I'm like, nigga, what we doing? No.
These niggas on videotape.
I was on the phone with my man in Cleveland, like, hey, yo, we going to New York this weekend. He said, say less.
You know what it is? That's the difference between.
It was like watching Ransom and Joe Budden, Joe, in real time.
This is why I be trying to tell some of these niggas sometime when it comes to this internet shit. Like, you got real gangsters that's on internet, nigga, that will, like you talking about pull up. Nigga, we will pull up, and we ain't trying to shoot you.
I'm not a gangster. I'm a street nigga for the world. I'm not a street nigga. I'm a street
I'm not a gangster either, but I just... we can get violent. Let's just say it like that. When you got people,
young black man raised. We all got that.
Like it can really get to that stage. So when you see some of these internet people trying to talk crazy, I'm like, bro, you wouldn't talk like that to me if we was face to face right now. Like, cut it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I have like troll culture, but I have don't, because it's like, bro, you wouldn't do this, and like, you know, and if you would, it would be a different outcome. But that's where that's why I get the role of the villain. Because I like to thrive in that kind of trolly shit. And that's what creators, because I used to, bro, this is actually like kind of, I'm a little shameful to even say, bro, because when we was getting into, like, I come from battle rap group culture. So me roasting people is just like par for the course. Vice versa. I don't care if nobody roasts me. I didn't have people say shit about my kids on the internet. I don't care. Whatever. I throw jabs all day. So if you go and dish it, you got to know how to take it. So sometimes when you're dealing with people every day, you should understand that this thing was an escape, but sometimes the personalities got toxic. Like, and I remember that I was real toxic, and they even tried to like pigeonhole me as a man who was like abusive to women and shit. And it was because I was getting in roast matches. Like, I was getting in rose matches and I was doing too much. And like, now I feel bad about that. Like, when I look at like Clara and Mercedes, and that was just me being a child, not considering someone's feelings, like you could really hurt this person's feelings doing this. That was me being playful, because I look at the internet like it's playful, but everybody not playing. But I'm just old school, and I'm like, yo, if you can dish it, you can take it. So don't start them with me if you don't want to do that. But I could have handled that better. So I look at situations like that, and I'd be like, we could have really built a brand on that, because they were supporting what we were doing. And we let our egos and just childish internet fodder get in the way of that. But the dope thing about this is, it's still space. There's still space for people. And that should be the teachable moment in this, that I think it's for people who look like us. Because we have a take no prisoner attitude with everything. And it's like, no, we should embrace giving each other grace more, especially if we expect it from people.
Hey, real quick, going full circle. I mentioned I was a J. Cole fan, and this moment right here reminded me of a great J. Cole lyric. I feel like it's a great time to spit this lyric, Joe. I had to Google it real quick to remember the right words and shit. So listen, the bigger we get, the more likely egos collide. It's just physics. Let's put our egos to sides. You my niggas. So if our worst tendencies turn us into enemies, hope you remember these nights feeling Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cole, man. January 28th.
You still paying, bro. You just won't take him to the fight.
Oh, man. Just don't say he the best. Any song he say he the best on, I can't listen to that song no more. If he ever says a bar about him being the best,
don't take it with him at the barbecue. Don't take him to the fight.
But real quick, man, like without getting into specifics and getting messy, I feel like it's only right, I'm saying, for either clickbait reasons or just for the sake of us getting out there in the public forum. we have to touch on like the demise of the Joe Budden podcast Facebook group, and like what not what got it there, but like what like in retrospect, looking at the grand scheme of things, like could it have gone on longer?
Definitely.
And like what
definitely
and what got y'all to the place where y'all at now? Where y'all are back on chat, back on the phone, back doing content together. Like what got y'all there? What made y'all take that step as grown men?
Well, let me before we get into that one, I just wanted to also speak about Tiara because you mentioned her, you know what I'm saying, and we mentioned Sharif earlier, you know. But yeah, like he said, when she passed away, you know, we wasn't all on speaker terms. I really wasn't talking to nobody from the old MN group, everything like that, you know. So maybe about 2 or 3 of them I retained a relationship with at that time, and now I'm pretty cool with some of the like almost all of them. I just reached out to Harris too the other day, so we'll see what happens to that. But yeah, when Tiara had passed away, and I had seen it, right? I think I want to say I seen it off Athena's page. She had posted like a rest in peace on Twitter or something like that, you know. And when I came across it, I was like, no fucking way, you know. And it really, you know, it messed me up because me, her, Vic, the 3 of us, like in the beginning, we used to talk a lot. You know,
it was the 3.
The 3 of us, we used to talk a lot. You know, of course, Athena, we used to chat with her whenever she had chances. Marg would be in there a lot too. But me, Athena, and Vic, it was just like he just said, we was all supposed to go to the Chicago show together. You know what I'm saying? And so my point is though, when she passed away, you know, that shit really fucked me up, dog. And I didn't know how to react about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I felt like if I was to say something about it, it would feel like all fakeish. You know what I'm saying? Like people would be like, oh, nigga, you never try to, you know, whatever, when she was alive. Like, why you trying to make up now or say rest in peace? You know what I'm saying? I felt like that, you know. So I didn't say nothing like online wise, you know. But I had definitely reached out to people, you know what I'm saying? And when we spoke about it, because then Vic had reached out to me and he was like, yo, you know, fucking Tiara passed away, my nigga. You ain't even say nothing. You ain't even talk to nobody. I'm like, bro, me and him was the last 2 that Vic is the last person I felt like I would have to talk to or I would be able to talk to again besides mom. Like I don't even want to talk. Like at this point, I'm like, I'm cool, yo, shorty. You hear it now. If you probably listen to Vic, man, yo, listen. I said it before. Apologies to you, everything I said back in the day. You know, 4 years ago. Like, let it go now. Like, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I don't worry about shit. You know. But back to Tiara. But yeah. So yeah, that just messed me up, man. And you know, from that point on, that's when I started to think like maybe I can try to repair some of these relationships and everything like that. And now we're gonna get into how I felt like the group like just, you know, imploded, you know. And some of the things too when it comes to that, like it wasn't also just like the members from the group. The group itself got shut down by Facebook. Like they was just on some like, yo, y'all just violate too much in this group. Like
We went crazy in that group.
Like when he was saying 2010 Twitter, like no, we was getting our shit off. Like nowadays, like you gotta put asterisks here and there, you know what I'm saying, in order to bleep out certain letters in order to spell a word out. But bro, we was getting our shit off in 2018, 2019, 2020. Like and
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's the reason why the group had got shut down. But as far as the admin team and the OGs, how everybody just at one point, you know, like I said before, you know, and I'm not gonna blame this on it, but I will speak on it because, like I said, this is men's mental health month, also. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my men out there, strong black men, of course, especially. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Likewise, brother.
I was going through a lot of different things at that point, you know, with depression. I was on a lot of different drugs, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know, besides just weed, you know, like I'll just say that much. But I was just fucked up, you know, in the game, you know, drinking very heavily, and I just had moments where, cause there would be times where I would have moments and I would spaz the fuck out, and then like 2 days later, I'm like, yo, my bad. It's like I felt like I was somebody else. You feel me? At that point, you know, like so I said a lot of hurtful things to some people, you know what I'm saying? We got into it, like Vic was just explaining, like me and him, it got to a point where me and him was definitely gonna like fly out, drive out, whatever. We was gonna come see each other. Like it was on that type of time. Like, you know, and that's why I said I take my full, you know, responsibility and blame for a lot of those situations, because like I'm looking at that person now, and I who I am now, like I definitely didn't like that person back then, and you know, it was just, you know, personal shit that I was going through, you know what I mean? And so that's why, you know, like I said, that's why how I feel. Like I lashed out about, at a couple people. Some people ended up leaving the group. Some people not wanting to fuck with some people. Some people not wanting to fuck with Vic, not wanting to fuck with me. So like he was mentioning, you know, a couple females, you know, in both our perspectives, because it was Mercedes for him.
We definitely got people that to this day probably will never be fans of us.
Yeah, you know, and so, but that's, I'm cool with that. I don't give a shit, you know.
Yeah, like hey,
especially if I've already reached out and I've extended an olive branch, like it's on you. That's it though. I'm cool. I'm just letting you know I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. That was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever the case would be. I'm good. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like I said, so I take my blame for that, and that's just
apologies.
What it is, you know? Yeah.
Prayers to all parties involved.
Nah, for sure. And but for you,
if you had to do a dream, like say you had to do like a dream real world version of that podcast show, of that podcast group, who be your 6 to 8 members you want in that group in the house?
Oh, that's fire. That's a fire question.
But for sure, we need Athena for camera work.
That's a fire question.
So for sure, her. Damn. I know I would want Vic there. That's without a question. Probably
I'm gonna have Vic. A goddamn Enes and Fred moment.
No, it's more like Enes and Chopper, all right?
Yeah. No, Chopper was throwing blows. Yeah, Chopper was getting busy.
Because Fred got all like squabbled up. Like it was over with.
It was a damn staircase. That was a bad move. Staircase was a bad move.
Nah, yeah. I think it would be a fair one if it was that way.
But Fred got busy. Fred got busy a little bit.
A little bit. But
Fred got down on Enes.
Definitely did.
He got down on that side.
Yeah, he did. Straight face shots.
Yeah.
But it was staircase though. Staircase fucked him up, I think.
What a time to be alive, man. And that's what that, like I was telling him.
You got no names? You got no names?
What?
For the house. The real world joint.
I do it. Chris, Tierra, Mod, Athena. I would need Mod for the mixy energy, like
8 to 10 names. You got 8 to 10 names. 8 to 10 names.
It would be
rest in peace.
Huh?
We gotta have Mercedes then.
You need Mercedes, bro. Because he was a pistol too. Oh my god!
Like if you're gonna have marketed for you, my nigga,
you gotta have Mercedes there.
Because Mercedes and me was cool. Like so,
you gotta have Mercedes cool, there. So, like that's you gotta have Harris there. You gotta have Harris. And the good thing, Harris is real. Harris is real zen now. He's real zen like. Jay Lundy was a wild boy. You know what?
We gotta have Sharika.
100%. We need Sharika. We need 100%. Sharika, the West Coast. We need Sharika.
Yeah. We gotta have her there.
Candace.
Juice?
I said shout out to Rika.
Yeah.
Candace for sure. Candace is a you need Candace would be like our Snooki. Candace would be like our Snooki, bro. Like real shit.
Shout out to Candace.
And see the thing about it, right? Because now this is grown. Look, because now this thing is taking on such a life of its own, right? Because that's the thing we don't talk about. I'm gonna get into that in a minute because I would have to add Pinky in there too from BKC. But
hell yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Now look, right? Because
Super Bowl BKC though, probably.
Now look, this is what makes this so crazy because that's when we're gonna really get into the demise. Let's really get into how it happened. When it happened, we really are Professor X and Magneto. Because when it happened, we really broke off in halves. We really broke off in halves, bro. They went and kept doing Joe Budden group and added some, like Mike was added on. That's where I think Sharif might have been added on to that. And then we ventured off and went and did BKC. And I took half the OGs with me. Athena, Mog, Harris, Tierra, they all went with me. So it's split up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's split up. And then for a minute,
Niggas was taking shots. For a
minute, it was like Bad Boy and Death Row for like a good half, like a good year.
Yo.
Like the factions was
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, that's funny. You mentioned
we was
Magneto
dirty.
And Professor X too.
We was
so wait,
dirty.
so wait, hold on.
Dirty.
Nigga?
The DMs and the group chats was on fire. We was getting dirty, bro. It was a cesspool. It was a cesspool of beef on the internet. With like 30, 40 people.
Right.
You got swooped up. You got swooped up in it, and you came in at the end.
I got booted from the group. What I do?
You got you was in it by association. They was like, you with this.
After BKC was created.
It was Bad Boy Death Row. You was in it by association. Because you was like, nope, you with them niggas.
I didn't boot you though, right? Did I?
I don't know who booted me. I'm not sure if it was you or somebody else, but yeah, I got booted.
I'm about to say, niggas booted.
Me and Harris got booted. Who's like, damn, what
That's when they had that. That's when they had that little chick that looked like homeboy from Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
Oh, you talking about
shit the podcast. Yeah, I got into her. I got into her. I remember what happened now.
What's her name?
I got into her.
You know what?
That's what happened. I remember that.
Working on me, bro.
I got into it with her. That's what happened. I got booted for her because of her, the little stud.
What was that nigga name on Get Rich or Die Trying, bro?
Nah, but if you got booted with Harris, then it was probably me. My bad.
No, I got into it with her for sure. I remember that for a fact. Me and her definitely got into it. I forgot all about her.
I think she was.
I really forgot she existed just now. I forgot she existed in life. It's just this moment. So yeah.
No, remember she was. If I'm not mistaken, she started beefing with Harris, and then you I think you joined in on the.
And it's like,
that's
the like
I remember that now.
Yeah, very vaguely. It's crazy. I remember that.
Beef with Harris though.
I forgot what happened. I forgot what the fuck happened.
He's the most problematic person.
Like she was distanced on
what
video
happened,
and
but
shit.
I don't want to. But I don't want to like say it. I don't want to be messy and everything. But I remember this day.
Let's not.
Yeah, it was like a whole day. It was like 24
camera.
hours.
We can talk about that off camera.
I have no idea what happened, but I remember she was on video getting there in her goddamn closet. What the fuck's going on right now? What did I do?
What a time.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I forgot at that point that you guys you created BKC and it was like a split, like a real fucking Moses split in the sea, my nigga, like boom.
Nigga, but that thing was shit. While that shit was going on, like Tierra, me and Tierra said TGI Fridays. She's responding as me in the argument. I'm like, take this phone, man.
And look though, it's funny, right? It's funny because the side had crews, people were still cooling on both sides and shit. Like,
yeah. I had no issue with Chris. I had a problem with Chris.
Sharika was on that side, Tierra was on our side, but they was best of friends. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Sharika was dumb.
This is nuts.
Give me 1 second, fellas. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
That's why this is a dope story, bro, because it literally spawned all of these things. It spawned all these platforms. Almost every platform I watched came from that circle. Because that circle was real. That's why it's dope to see the communities on Clubhouse, because I know those people are building businesses from those not the Clubhouse, the X, the JBP X. I try to get in them sometimes, but they be, I don't know, I can think I'm all grouped and group chatted out at this point if it ain't like just a select few people.
Yeah, JBTV, I get into it, like I get in and out. I drop a comment off.
Yeah, I'll jump in for you.
They also got to a point where like I feel like when the group on Facebook almost got to, never got that far yet, to the point where the rules became like so like strict. Like Chris never got to where they getting now on JBTV. At JBTV, the rules are like they don't want you to quote retweet. Then like so people be going in on like icing them girls and shit. They get crazy in there now.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of that space.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got to that level of weird shit going on.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really say like because we got to some extreme levels.
No lie.
True.
Toward the
But I mean, as far as like going into
when it was like a big, when it was like 16, 17,000, at the end of it, it was really weird.
Okay.
The end of it, it was almost like, yo, what?
The thing about that 16,781 people in there, yo, that was after everybody had split and went their own separate ways. So the number would have been larger than that had everybody stayed there. You feel what I'm saying?
And it was before COVID.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
BKC started, I think, in COVID, right?
BKC started in COVID.
He was on Clubhouse and shit.
That's what I just told him last night. We were the prototype Clubhouse baby.
Facts. We was in that motherfucker with the you had to get requested in by somebody.
Yeah, when everybody couldn't even be in there, you had to get invited in by somebody to even be there.
That's crazy, but we old.
And you could only have an iPhone. Like it was in beta mode. We was on. It wasn't nobody.
My nigga Vic bought an iPhone for Clubhouse.
I switched over to iPhone for Clubhouse. On God, I did.
Nigga, that nigga said,
"No, hear this shit, nigga. Fuck that."
Soon as it wasn't nobody but us there and Kevin Hart and Joe Budden them, bro.
I swear to God, we sit here arguing with Joe Budden.
Whack 100, the original Whack 100, before he got too out of hand.
Yeah. Nah, but damn, yo, that's crazy though. Just look back at a lot of things and a lot of moments. Nigga, there was that one point. I don't want to get too crazy with the story, but there was that one point where people thought that me and Vic was like in a whole fucking quadruple, whatever the fuck you want to call it, relationship.
I remember this.
Yes, nigga. Like, with two of the girls there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Oh shit. I remember who the girls are.
Y'all want me to say that now? Oh, are we good? But yeah, it was so basically like, yeah, it was me and Vic, and we was supposed to be dating two of the other girls in there, and they was like, oh wait, but if them two together, like, yeah, now we be switching off, like,
yeah. I'm glad you didn't say
it was so fun. That's
that was, and it was a troll.
Fun. Yeah, it was a troll. We was like, yo, because we hit the group chat and we like, yo, y'all see this? And they like, yo, wait, what? And then so I know I was probably the last one to see it.
Wasn't part of that troll real? It wasn't. Never mind.
Nah. I mean, I don't know about nobody else, but me.
That's why I said, hey, keep it respectful.
I don't know nothing.
Keep it respectful.
Yeah. I definitely, you know, shout out to
peace. That's peace.
Yeah.
That's peace. Hey, that might be the name. That's the name of the episode. That's peace.
Facts.
That's peace for sure, bro.
That's peace.
Yeah. What a time.
Yeah, that was funny though. It was yeah. We used to like moments like that. Like as the OG team, we would come together. We start talking about some shit we seen in the group, and it'd be a story like that. Like I just gave you. It'd be moments like that. We'd be like, yo, let's go fuck with them. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. You know what I'm saying? There'd be moments where we felt like somebody was being violated in the group, like one of the admins, and we all like Voltron up, like, yo, chill, you got fuck out of here with all that shit, son. You can't be talking to such like that. Like
we had real adminitis.
Yeah.
Walking around that bitch acting like CMB.
Nah, yo, but it was definitely
having fun roasting people. It was just a good time, man. Even the petty arguments, and it might not have been good for everybody, but it was for the most part, it was just us being kids. That was the adult playground at the time.
Yeah. I can second that because like I said before, like some of the shit that I said before to certain people, like of course I would take back. Some of that shit I was saying to some of these motherfuckers out here, yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, nah, I really meant that.
Yeah. But some of that shit I would definitely take back. Like a lot of the roast sessions, the Clara thing, the Mercedes thing. I would take because it wasn't that serious, to be honest. It was just me being, I guess, for lack of better terms, an internet bully.
Yo, and not for nothing, nigga, but you was kind of the reason why mine and her relationship started going downhill too. Because I was still cool with you, and she's like, nah, fuck that. You gotta pick a side, nigga.
Hey man, I get why I be having some enemies
I
sometimes,
be
man.
telling this nigga, I used to tell this nigga Vic, I'm like, yo, just chill a little bit, bro. Like, he's like, man, fuck that. Nah, yo, she want to come
I'm
at
used
me,
to.
I'm
Hey,
coming at her.
my entire life, I've been used to people either love me to death or they can't stand me. So everybody's a villain in somebody's story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, man,
So going
that's
from
that's
the
kind of pretty much.
going from the evolution of the group and the origins and the demise. What's your take on? Me and Vic have talk about these all the time. What's your take on the evolution of the Joe Biden podcast network podcast that show? What's your thoughts
The
on that?
we're talking about the actual show, or we're
Yeah, the
talking about the.
show.
Oh,
What's
all
your
right.
thoughts on
So
the evolution of the show since
the Royal Maury split.
yeah, Ron Morris with the Spotify, all that
Yeah,
went to the
I
the
mean
new format.
to be honest with you, like I don't know. Like I really don't listen to Joe a lot like that, like the way I used to. Like I used to listen to religiously everything. I was subscribed to everything, my nigga. And then kind of like with the when I had split ways with the Joe Button group, and then they had made this one that they currently have right now. I can't remember what version it is of it anymore, but just know I was the original creator though. Yeah, JBP Worldwide. But
Absolutely.
anyway, I'm gonna give my flowers, nigga. Fuck that, because I made a lot of
Get
people.
them while you alive, man, because you know
Yeah, I'm
people ain't
responsible for a
listening to
lot of
give them to
people.
people today.
A lot of people connecting in certain ways. A lot of people marrying. You know, like I said. So yeah, I'm proud of that moment of my life.
That's the
But
beauty of it, man.
but at one point, when I wanted to split ways with the name Joe Button and just leave the group and everything, and like not have no association, I kind of stopped listening to Joe. So now I only listen to Joe if I know certain events happen during that week that I want to hear his opinion about. You feel me? Like I definitely listened to his episode where he had with Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Where he was talking about the whole Diddy situation, the videotape and everything. Because I listened to both of them because he had dropped one on that Saturday and they didn't really get in on it. But then that next Wednesday episode, nah, they dug in on that shit. Pause. You know what I mean? Like they was getting in him. So so as far as the evolution for the show, I mean, it's pretty dope. It's still good. I'm a Joe fan. I love Joe. I'm always going to support something of his that just maybe not be as frequent as the way I used to do it, but I fuck with Joe. Joe is a great personality. He's one hell of an MC, and I think Ice and Ish when they initially, because I felt like that dynamic with him and Parks was never going to leave, and it's still there. Like that's his man's. You feel me? So just added some extra people in there with him and Parks. I felt like it was going to work, and for what it is pretty dope. I think now adding Melissa Ford and Flip and now Imani too is like a little too much, but I mean I dig it. Like, and I think it's not every episode that even Flip hasn't even been on like a lot of episodes recently.
Yeah, it kind of shuffle it around. It kind of shuffle it around. It's
Yeah.
like it's becoming much more of a talk show, which is kind of like I'm
I
kind
think
of
that's
seeing
why
this.
I enjoy the Patreon because the Patreon gives so many different perspectives because of how they do the switch ups on Patreon.
Yeah, like it's Patreon, like you can tell it's obviously the Patreon is like the old afterthoughts, like it's recorded after they done recording the show, and it just
Sometimes you'll have a curveball like Keno in there, and
right.
like I like how they do that.
Yeah, Bryson born ass Tiller on yesterday. That was interesting.
I ain't been watching the last couple of weeks, so
Bryson took the first half. Bryson Tiller shit is boring. Then he leaves and it's great.
You said Bryson Tiller?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's in the last Patreon episode on
Okay.
Friday.
I see now that one I might go watch.
He said it's boring, then he leaves and it's great.
Yeah, Bryson Tiller literally gave them nothing, bro. It was horrible. But Joe stayed respectful about it. Yeah.
Oh,
Bryson Tiller gave them nothing. He was very low energy, short answer. It was like watching paint dry for like 45 minutes. And then it's 2 hours of pure entertainment. Hilarious. Melissa Ford, bro, is the worst and the best podcast in the world, bro. She's the worst.
I love Melissa Ford.
She's the worst and the best podcast in the world at the same time. She's the worst podcast because she says nothing for like an episode sometimes. She'll do a whole pod and say no words. But sometimes she just adds so much to the pod, you gotta love her. Gotta love her.
Bro, she's a straight shooter, bro. When she be shooting,
but she just go episode speechless the entire time.
Nah,
yes.
She's done that.
She can
know what it is too.
She can say nothing 90% of the episode and then have one moment and just shut some shit down.
Like boom, hold that microphone drop.
Yeah.
Bitch, nah, but you know what it is about what you saying too about Melissa Ford. Joe had said this when he at first had like added her as a permanent like co-host and everything. He was saying that he always wanted to have a female co-host there. You know what I'm saying? That's why he had Marissa Mighty the Body. You know, so because originally it was Marissa, him, and Peter. You know, and then like
Roy,
nigga,
Roy
I'm a bro.
Roy on the side.
I'll name this later. You know what I mean? Like
facts.
We go back them days. Like I
before it was video, before they even had video, it was all audio.
Shit, and even with his musical career, like that's what I said. Like Joe is a very entertaining person. For me, I felt like what they doing with the Patreon is cool and everything like that. But I feel like I wanted Joe to go back to some of those pull-up days, like have the one-on-one interviews, like with these artists. Because
I hate those one-on-one interviews personally. I hate his one-on-one interviews.
I hate when he's a fan of them. When he's a fan of the artist, he be a little extra. Like when he do the Nicki shit, he be like,
yeah, Nicki shit, but bro,
like
Nicki when Nicki was on the pod with Roy Amal and Joe, that shit was amazing. When
I can't wait to watch this Larry Jackson sit down.
Yes, you can.
Why you say that?
You gonna fall asleep, bro.
Why you say that?
He's gonna fall asleep. That nigga get Joe to run around for the whole hour and 45 minutes, bro.
What you mean he gave him the run around?
He answered no questions for real. He just it's weird watching the interview. It's hard to describe.
An hour and 40 minutes of him being political?
Not really. He gives some shit here and there, but he pretty much just hypes himself up. And some of the shit I don't believe, but I could be wrong for not believing. He said he was like the radio producer. What's it called? Production manager at 16 years old for KMEL in Cali. Like over Sway in the morning and shit. Like, that sounds dope. But there's something here. Something is wrong here. You gotta give me some information. Like, you're not just walking in the door.
Damn.
And nigga said he called in the radio and won the prize like 10 times in a row at 11 years old. And then they told him he can't win no more. Come in, the actual internship, and then became the production manager by 16. I said, bro, you knew somebody in that station. You ain't gonna tell me. Ain't gonna tell me you 16 in the production manager, bro. I need information. And you ain't graduate high school? Nah, bro. Run this tape. Hold up. Yeah, but it's some shit.
I get what you're saying. It's a bunch of fodder.
It's a bunch of fodder, bro. It's like he ducks the Drake Kendrick questions for shit. Like he ducks. At certain point, he doesn't say Drake's name. He says he calls him what does it say? Previously mentioned or formerly. What you talking about? Aforementioned artist. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Wait, who are we talking about?
Larry Jackson. Larry Jackson used to be in charge of Apple Music. He's the one that got Drake that deal for Scorpion, and Chance the Rapper the deal for Coloring Book.
The guy. Yeah, he was the guy at Apple for a minute.
He now runs Gamma, which is like I guess an independent entity that Rick Ross and Sexy Red assigned to.
It's the big money shit. Larry Jackson got more money than everybody, basically.
All right, cool. All right.
It's a cool interview, like just because he's just a mysterious person. But yeah, it's like watching paint dry. Like the Russ, remember the Russ interview? It's like that.
Oh, okay. I like the Russ interview though.
Okay.
Nah, Russ was just too cocky for me though.
That Russ
the same way, the same shit.
I like Russ.
Shit.
I fuck with his music. I fuck with his music. His personality, not so much.
I can't
I like his personality. Song. What is wrong with people and like cocky people? I don't understand why that grinds people's gears so much.
You like his music?
Russ music? Russ got a fire cat.
I'm asking you. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's bad. I don't know his music. I'm saying you like his music.
I know, but
you took the shades on. You think it's bad.
I was going to say that I've been trying to tell you that.
Chris,
I wasn't
did he do this? Did he do this? You like his music? He put the shades on.
I just set up to say I'm a Detroit nigga. I'm naturally aggressive.
I'm like, bro, I just want to know if his music good.
Look, you don't have to always take that posture. Look, bro. I'm a 40-plus-year-old man from the east side of Detroit. Sometimes
my point exactly.
This is
40
just
plus
my
year old
posture
niggas.
sometimes,
A nigga
bro.
over 40 from Detroit, and then nigga put a pistol on you. So you gotta be prepared, bro. A long
He's like,
nose.
yo, chill. He's like, yo, hands up,
I'm
nigga. I
not.
ain't got
Hey, I
nothing,
keep it.
dog.
Hey,
Nigga put the blade out
I
the
keep
bed
it.
like a Philly nigga. Put the blade out
No,
the
man.
bed.
I'm like I keep saying, sheet nigga, not street nigga, bro. I don't want to do that to nobody.
See,
I'm chilling. My
everyone,
posture
every
is
real
just
nigga
my
know.
posture.
Every real nigga know
My posture, my posture is just
the
my
sheet
posture.
nigga gotta have a gun too, because the sheet the
To
chick
stay
in the bed
safe. To
with
stay safe. You
got
gotta
a
stay safe.
nigga
You
got a
gotta
nigga
stay
wait
safe.
look
No, you gotta stay
Nigga,
safe.
they got
If you don't
the,
stay,
the
they
that's the
got
sheet
most
tricks
niggas
to
be
do
having
in
dangerous.
all the
jungle.
enemy shit.
Hey, a
The
sheet
sheet niggas
nigga
be
is the
having all the
most
beef.
that's the most dangerous game to play. Trust me. I
Right.
have been
What?
I have been I have been shot at. Well, not shot. I think that back. I said shot.
Shot
Look,
at?
I have been shot at.
Yeah.
I've been poked. I've been to jail. All of that from happening. All that was sheet stuff.
Sheet related activities.
Yeah, like I wasn't selling drugs or nothing.
Mm.
like you know what I'm saying? Like sheet stuff. That is the most dangerous game in life to play. That's why I don't. That's why I'm enjoying.
The bedroom bandit, my boy.
That's why I'm enjoying retire. I'm trying to coax myself into retirement.
The grim cheater.
I ain't
The
gonna say
grim
I'm
cheater.
enjoying
This nigga
retirement because I'm not.
stupid.
Yeah,
And
man.
nigga sheet looch. not cheek looch. Nigga sheet looch.
Sheet Louch.
Sheet looch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's,
But on
yo,
that
that's
note, man,
funny.
that's a great episode,
That's
fellas,
it.
man.
That's how we.
Sheet looch.
That's the episode name. That's the episode
Sheet
name. For
looch.
sure.
Parentheses. That's peace.
Sheet
That's
Louch.
peace. And look, hey Vic. Sheet looch. Parentheses. That's peace.
Hey, man. Oh,
On that
thank you,
note,
Chris,
man, we
man.
are Bishop and Steel.
I
Featuring
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Mhm.
It was a good vibe today.
Before you got on, Chris, I was like, man, this Bishop still in queue.
Hey, man. Hey, did we
So I'm
cover before we get out of here? Did we cover it all? Did we tell the story well to give
I think
people
we
some
did.
insight into what the rise and fall of Joe Budden podcast group worldwide?
I think we did. I think we did justice. You know, and not only that, like, we also talked about health and growth and everything, like during that point in that process of life. So no, I think we did justice, man. And just to say that though, I really do appreciate you guys having me on today, man. Yo, it's been dope as fuck.
Rebuilding bridges, man.
Yes, sir.
Bridges.
And I was talking to Vic last night, you know what I'm saying? Juice, I want to have you on CPE, you know what I'm saying? Sometime
Please.
soon, you know, like but I would like to have you by yourself before I have both of you guys, because Vic has been on twice already, you know what I'm saying? So I want to have one with just you on them, as no. But yeah, man, like I said before,
I ain't gonna lie, you got me today. I'm gonna tell me that Nas is the best storyteller of all time. I was over here. Stop over here thinking the whole day.
I think he might have sold me on that one too.
He got street dreams. He got everything. Hold on.
I think he might have sold me on that one too.
He got hella stories.
I was ready to fight for Slick Rick when I came on. I think he might have sold me too.
That's damn near Slick Rick's daddy.
Slick is definitely up there too, though.
Oh, Slick is the originator. He has to be there.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, man, like I said earlier in the episode, CPE podcast, Pod Fam, man, you'll follow me there on YouTube. Subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Spotify at the CPE Pod Fam, Twitter, IG, everything same. See, Chief Chris 929. Follow me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Follow me in the Facebook group. The CPE podcast. Pod Fam, and yeah, man, like I said, I also got Bronx Bushido Boys episode dropping episode 2 dropping this week. We talking about the X-Men 97 Disney series that just came out. Yo, fucking dope.
I just started watching that.
Yo, bro, try not to listen to the episode before you finish it, because yeah, we get into everything on that one. On the Bronx Bushido Boys, that's me and my youngest son. And like I said, my wrestling podcast coming out sometime this week too. Starks and Chief with me and Ari, and yo, we out there, you know, CPE Pod Fam. Man.
Is 929 your birthday? 929. That's your birthday?
929, yeah.
I guess my granny birthday. God rest. Man.
Really?
September 29th, 1921. Yes, sir.
Oh
Yes,
shit,
sir.
yeah. My mom's birthday is the 28th too.
That's hard. The same day as was that Wayne, Jeezy, somebody like that. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody like that.
Yeah. They think it's Wayne. It's Wayne. But yeah, man, it's hard, bro. Man, but yeah, as always, man. First off, dope ass guest. This is natural as hell, organic as fuck. We just flow with it. Ain't just no real topic for it. We just came in just freestyle this shit, bro.
Yeah.
It was really, really dope, man. Chris, definitely want to go on your podcast. Got check out the CPE podcast. Definitely got to do that one-on-one be fire. Definitely want to go in there with my nigga Bishop also. But thank you, Bishop, as always, man. Keeping this shit alive. Keep pushing me, man.
Oh man.
What you gonna do? Go to a barbecue?
Go to my mother's house for a barbecue, man. Enjoy some family.
Summertime activities. Summertime activities.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's June.
Yeah.
It's
of 2024.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and also before we do end, I do want to also say, because I said it on my platform, I do want to give a special shout out to all the kids who graduated this year. You know what I'm saying? Because my youngest son, he just graduated high school. So shout out to all the kids who graduated. Shout out to all the kids who made it to the next grade. You know, a continuation, whatever. You know, you guys doing it. Keep it strong. Keep it proud. You know what I mean? And make your families proud, because that was one of the dopest things like I've experienced right there. Is watching my baby. You know, my baby now graduating. Now I'm done. I'm good with kids. I ain't got no more on the way. I'm good. You know, we got one more, which is my wife's son, but he's 11, so we got like 6-7 years to prepare, right? But yeah, man. So shout out to all those kids who graduated too, and also like you guys said, this episode will be dropped probably before Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everybody.
Happy Father's Day weekend, man. Everybody in that group, man. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
White flag, I surrender.
Peace,
White flag, I surrender.
Peace and blessings for me.
For sure.